All right, good morning, everyone. 36th District Court is now in session. I am Judge Shannon A. Holmes, and I am serving today as your presiding judge. You are in my courtroom on today because you are a part of our specialty court docket, or your last name begins with the letter A. For those of you, if your last name begins with the letter A, then you are going to receive an invitation to a breakout room. Please accept that invitation. Please accept the invitation, and then you will speak with an attorney. I believe right now everybody that I see is a part of the specialty court. We do have Ms. Shoemate. I do see that you are on this morning. Good morning to you. And so I am going to ask the attorneys on this morning to please remind me, Ms. Shoemate is an aspiring attorney. And so she is observing on today, and I would like to provide her with an opportunity to be able to ask questions should she have any questions on this morning. And so I'm certain that all of you will be willing to answer any questions on this morning. So thank you in advance, and welcome to you, Ms. Shoemate. With that, I'm ready to get started. I'll start by having the attorneys place your appearance on the record for me.
Good morning, Your Honor, and may it please this honorable court, Darnell Barton, key 83363, on behalf of Specialty Courts.
Thank you, and good morning to you, Mr. Barton.
And good morning, Your Honor, Herman Griffin, P 77169, also on behalf of Specialty Courts.
All right, and good morning to you.
And
we are ready to get started. Oh, go, Mr. Fikens. Let me not overlook you. Go ahead, Mr. Fikens.
Thank you, Your Honor. Robert Fikens, P 31894, Specialty Court defense attorney. And I would like to make a motion, Your Honor, that my motion is, as per Mr. Reed, that my appearance be for all my clients here today.
All right, wonderful. Thank you, and your motion is granted. We are ready to get started. Good morning to you, Ms. Wilson. Welcome back. Good morning, good morning. We are ready to get started. Let me have the case managers place your appearance on the record for me at this time.
Morning, Judge. Jordan Curtis, Mental Health Court Case Manager.
All right. Good morning, Mr. Curtis. Good morning. And then Ms. Taylor.
Good morning, Jasmine Taylor, Mental Health Court Case Manager.
All right. Good morning, Ms. Taylor. With that, do we have any preliminary matters for the court's consideration?
No.
Preliminary matters?
Not that we know of, Your Honor.
No.
All right, wonderful. Then we will get started. Ms. Wilson, who do we have up first this morning? Oh, Mr. Hollins, you just came through. All right, come on, Mr. Hollins. Unmute for me, please. Good morning, Mr. Hollins.
Morning.
All right, I have the following matters for you. Case number 1904655-201. Also, I have case number 197084351. And Ms. Mack, I'll ask you to run Mr. Hollins. Let's make sure he has no other outstanding matters with the court today. Mr. Hollins, please state your full name for the record.
Ryan Hollins.
All right, Mr. Hollins, how are you doing today?
All right.
All right, this is it for you today. Did you know that?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, wonderful. Are you ready?
Yes.
Very good. Mr. Hollins, have you learned anything through this experience?
Definitely more patience.
More patience. All
Yes,
right.
ma'am.
Anything else you've learned through this experience?
Just diligence, pushing forward past obstacles and things of that nature.
Yes, those are all wonderful things to learn. Mr. Hollins, I hope that you've also learned that we are here, the court system is here to help, not to punish, and that we will continue to be here, even though you are leaving us on today. that we will continue to be here should you need our guidance, should you need our assistance. We are here to help you. Don't hesitate to pick up a phone, come into the virtual courtroom, or even stop by the courthouse. We are here to assist you. Okay?
Appreciate that. I
Yes,
appreciate
sir.
that.
Yes, sir. Thank you. All right. Who's presenting Mr. Hollins today for completion? Mr. Curtis, let's do it. Tell us why.
Yes, Mr. Hollins is in our phase 3 program. And so he's been in phase 3 since October 6th of last year. He has completed his treatment goals per his provider. He's paid off his court fines and fees. He's never tested positive for a drug or alcohol screen in mental health court. He is employed as a security guard. He does have a stable home environment. He's only received 1 sanction and 4 incentives in mental health court. He did complete his minimum 12 months in mental health court. He was admitted February of last year. He completed his graduation application and he will continue services with his provider.
All right, wonderful. And so you are presenting him today for completion, is that correct?
Yes, that's correct.
All right, very good. We did staff your matter, Mr. Hollins. There was no objection. However, I'm going to hear from the attorneys as to the 2 matters that are before this court, and both of them are dismissible offenses, and Mr. Hollins has no other outstanding matters here at 36th District Court.
Absolutely. Mr. Griffin, if I may.
Go ahead, Attorney Barton.
Thank you. Your Honor, I will try to make this very brief. You know, Brother Hollins is very near and dear to me. So I feel like we went through this journey together. So I just want to say to you, Brother Hollins, I'm very, very proud of you. If there's anything you need, just because you're graduating from the program, that doesn't mean that we don't have a connection, or if there are any things that you need to ask us or things that we can help provide to you, please do not hesitate to reach out. I won't make this long-winded because Your Honor, it really means a lot to me to see Brother Hollins successfully never had a drug. He's been A1 since day one. So with that said, Your Honor, I would respectfully ask this court to dismiss both counts against Mr. Holmes.
All right, thank you. Anything else from any of the other team members as to Mr. Hollins?
Your Honor, just briefly, just reiterating what Attorney Barton said. Mr. Hollins has always been a joy to work with, joy to talk with. He has shown other people that are in the program how the path to being successful in this program, and how he said that he learned patience, and that's something huge, because when you for the charges that he had and for just moving forward in life, you want to have a level of patience, and so you can work through things and to think about your actions, and I believe that he has learned that, and he's shown that, you know, he's committed to improving himself. And so I'm just, again, congratulations to you, Mr. Hollins.
Appreciate it.
All right,
it, Mr.
very
Barton.
good. Did you hear that, Mr. Burton?
Absolutely, brother.
Yeah.
Thank you.
All right. Yes, sir. Well, let me start off first by granting Mr. Barton's motion. Both of the matters that are before this court are being dismissed without prejudice. And then I need everyone in the courtroom to join me in congratulating Ryan Hollins on his successful completion of specialty court. Congratulations, Mr. Hollins. Congratulations to you. Absolutely. All right, Mr. Hollins, we are going to place your closing and dismissal documents in the mail. If you do not receive them, you need to contact Mr. Curtis, because it's important that you get that information in your hands, okay?
All right.
All right, very good. Take care, Mr. Hollins, and be well.
You too. Appreciate it.
Thank you. All right, bye-bye. Okay, I am ready to go to Mr. Mallett. If you could unmute for me. Is Mr. Mallett on the screen?
Yes, I'm here, Your Honor.
Well, now you are. If your screen is off and I call your case, I'm passing you up. I'm just letting you know. All right, Mr. Mallet, let's do it. Case number 210-612-7601. State your full name for me.
Martin Luther Mallet.
All right, Mr. Mallet, how are you this morning?
I'm good, Your Honor. Thank you.
That's good. What are you doing, Mr. Mallet? Because it seems like I don't have your attention. What you doing? Come on, share it with me.
I'm not doing anything. I'm a little sleepy. That's all. I'm just a little sleepy this morning.
Why are you sleepy this morning?
I don't know. Just tired. I don't know.
You're just tired. All right, give me a little
Yeah.
bit of your time, and then you can go get you some rest. You've been working hard, Mr. Mallet?
Yeah, yes, ma'am. Yeah.
You have been. Are you working as hard on your program, the requirements of your program?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am, I am.
All right. Are you having any issues with working the program that you need us to help you with?
No, I'm starting to feel a little more. I'm starting to feel a little more relaxed as I go along. I'm relaxing more as I go along.
Okay.
So,
You
I'm
realizing
happy
that the program can be done? Oh,
Yeah,
I'm sorry, I didn't
yeah.
hear you. Say that again.
Yeah. Yes, Your Honor. Yeah, I'm sure. I see that it can be worked. Yes, it can be done. Yeah.
It can be done. It seems like a lot in the beginning, right?
Yeah, on paper, yeah. But once you apply yourself, it's a cinch.
There you go.
It
Get
can
up
be-
and do your
get a
part.
lot- Yeah, you feel better about yourself about when you go. When you start doing it, you start to feel better about myself. So
Good, Mr. Mallet. I'm glad to hear that. Glad to hear that. Do you have any questions for the court on today?
no, ma'am.
All right, let me hear from the case manager on Mr. Mallet.
Okay, Mr. Mallet is working his program. He's doing well. He's in compliance with his treatment plan as well as his drug screens. We actually got a good report from his service provider, so he's doing pretty good. I have no concerns at this time.
All right, wonderful. Anything from any of the other team members as to Mr. Mallet? If not, I need a return to court date for Mr. Mallet.
Mr. Mallet will return to court on March 9th, 2022 at 8:35 a.m.
All right, did you get that, Mr. Mallet?
March 9th at 8:30.
8:35,
got it.
okay? All
8:35.
right,
Yes,
very
ma'am.
good. All
Yes,
right,
ma'am.
Mr. Mallet, before you leave, and I'm gonna ask this of everyone, can you tell me one thing that you've learned since the last time I've seen you, if anything?
One thing I learned is that the court not here to hurt me, is to give me a chance to try to work on myself and to work on myself and make myself work on myself and make myself rehabilitate myself, correct anything that I might have been doing wrong, and get back on the right path. And I'm learning that the court is not bad. It's not bad. It's not. It's that they have given me. That they have placed me in a position where I can make up for anything to get back on the right path.
All right,
No, Your
that's a
Honor.
good thing to learn, Mr. Mallet. Yes, thank you for sharing that. We're not here to hurt you. We are here to help you. We have to work within the confines of the law, but we are certainly here to help you. So very good, Mr. Mallet. Look, I want you to keep working hard. I'm gonna see you on March 9th at 8:35 a.m., okay?
All right, Your Honor. Yes, ma'am.
All right. Thank you. Take care.
All right. Thank you, Your Honor.
All right, I am ready. I'm Miss Charles. Good morning, Miss Charles.
Morning.
How are you this morning?
I'm doing very well, thank you. How are you?
I am doing well. Thank you, Miss Charles. I have your case number. I'm going to put it on the record. Case number 17044124001. State your full name for me, Miss Charles.
Layla Charles.
All right. Things are going well with you, Miss Charles?
Yes, ma'am. Things are going ideal.
They are. Tell me what you've been doing since the last time I've seen you.
Well, I've been working on the program, meeting with my therapist. She gave me a great compliment last week. She said that I've been doing outstanding, and it made me feel good. So I called Miss Taylor to let her know that.
Yes, very good. Oh,
Yep.
yes, we are proud of you.
Thank you.
Yes. All right, how's work going?
Work is going well. Some weeks I work 2 days, some weeks I work 1 day, other weeks I work 3 days. So it goes pretty well with my SSI that I get.
Okay, wonderful.
It's
It still
fun.
keeps you up and active.
It's a
Yeah.
lot of fun to be a reservation manager.
All right, very good, very good. Is there anything that you've been struggling with or having difficulties with?
No, I haven't been struggling at all.
Okay, I love it. Where's Mr. Wyrick this morning?
I sent him a message, I spoke with him, and I sent him a text with today's date. He apparently can't make it this morning.
Okay, all right. Well, you're still in good hands. You're still in good hands.
Yeah.
All right, Miss Charles, you are doing so well. I'm so glad you decided to come back and to work the program. Do you see any benefits from working the program so far?
Oh, absolutely. I'm clear-headed, and my mind is not in a fog, and I make better decisions than I was making.
Very good, very good. Those are some wonderful things to be able to experience, right?
Yes,
You're
they
not
are
in a
very.
fog, you're thinking clearer, and you're making better decisions.
That's right.
Those are all good things. All right, what's something you've learned? Everybody, I want to know something you've learned.
Well, I've learned that I can do what I'm told to do. I don't have to fight against it, because
Yes, you
in the
can.
end, it's for my benefit.
Yes, Miss Charles. Oh, I hope some folks are listening in the courtroom. Yes. Don't fight against it. It's for your benefit, right?
That's right.
There you go. I love it. I absolutely love it. All right, Miss Charles, do you have any questions for the team this morning?
And not at this time.
All right, let me hear from the case manager. Anything additional to report out on Miss Charles?
Nothing in addition, just like what she said, she's doing great with her service provider. I got a very good update on that. She is working her treatment plan. She is doing her screens. She's doing everything that she's supposed to do. We discussed months ago, she's paid off her fines. So she is in phase 3 and she's on the right track. She did give me a call when she initially got the update from her service provider. She was very proud of herself. She does talk about how this time around she's not hard-headed and she's doing what she needs to do, and the program is really working for her. So I just want to put that out there. I'm glad that she sees the change and that she's proud of herself and she can see how good she's doing and how better she is. So that's it for me.
All right, wonderful. Anything else from any of the other team members as to Miss Charles?
Judge, if I might chime in, I'm not, as you know, Miss Charles, I'm not a regular attorney here in this specialty court, but you and I go back a ways. I don't know if you remember me, but I can't tell you the transformation that you have made, because I haven't seen you in a while. And it's so wonderful to see your smile, the glow from your face, the positive attitude that you project, much more so. You went through some dark times with us, and I'm so glad that you came out of this and you chose to do this, because it shows and it reflects, and it's good to see you again. It's good to see you. I'm happy about that. I'll report that to Mr. Reed that I saw you. I don't know if you
Okay.
remember him. He was the other
Yes.
attorney. And it is good to see it. Good luck. Best wishes for you. I know you're going to do this right. I see it in you. Thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you, Attorney Fikens. I really appreciate it.
Yes. All right. Ms. Taylor, if nothing else for Ms. Charles, what is the return date?
He will return to court on March 23rd, 2022 at 8:35 a.m.
Okay. Thank you.
All right, very good. Thank you, Ms. Charles. Good to see you. Keep up the great work that you're doing. And you should be finishing up with us pretty soon.
Yes, I'm looking forward
Right,
to
Ms.
it.
Taylor?
Yes, yes, Judge.
All right. All right, very good. Take care, Ms. Charles.
Thank you. Bye, Ms. Taylor.
All right. All right, let's go to Devin Allen. Ms. Allen, if you could unmute for me. I have the final. Good morning, Ms. Allen.
Good morning, Judge Holmes.
How are you this morning?
I'm good. How are you?
I am doing well. You are smiling this morning. That's a good thing, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Uh-oh. Okay, there you go. All right, very good, very good. Let me place your case numbers on the record. I have Z806-6451, and then I have case number 125245811. Ms. Allen, state your full name for me.
Devin Allen.
All right, Miss Allen, how are things going where you are?
So far, so good. I mean, nothing much more to complain about. I've adapted to the ways of the facility and everything. So all is good. All is well.
All right, very good. I'm glad to hear that. They're treating you well?
Yes, they're treating me well, but I can't speak for everybody else.
Well, you can't speak for everybody else. Because sometimes people are treated according, there may be some other dynamic going on. So I'm asking about you. They treating you well?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. Are they feeding you well?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. Wonderful. That's what I need to know. Look, Miss Allen, we talked a little bit in staffing on yesterday, and Mr. Curtis, there was some follow-up information that you were going to get after talking with Mr. Progue and Mr. Williams about next steps for you. And so this is what I'm going to ask you to do, is to give Mr. Curtis an opportunity to get the information to the court that I've asked for. I've indicated to Mr. Curtis, we always want to see people go to the next step. We always want to see them be in an environment where they can thrive. That's always the desire of the court. And at the same time, I have to balance that with, I want you to be in an environment that is conducive to continuing the work that you've done so far. Does that make sense to you?
Yes.
All right, so I have a tough balancing act to do, and I'm going to ask you to work with me while I do that. It's not going to take a long time for me to do it, but I need a couple of days to get some information and to be able to make a decision, okay?
All righty. I just want to add that, I am in step 2. I've been in step 2 for like maybe 2 weeks now. So
okay,
I hope they're going to report that.
Very good. That means that you're doing what you're supposed to do, right?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, very good. Are you having any difficulties, any challenges that you want the court to know about?
No, ma'am.
None?
None.
All right, let me tell you why I asked that question, Ms. Allen. This is for the whole courtroom. I ask that question all the time. And even if you can't say it to me in court, folks can ask to go to breakout rooms. You have access to your case manager who you can talk to when you're not in court, so the whole world don't have to know what you're having an issue with. The reason I ask that question is because then when things happen, people want to tell me a long list of my dog died, my cat got hit by the bus driver, all of this stuff. They have a whole laundry list of everything that's going wrong in their lives. But notice that I ask every single person, is there anything you're struggling with? Is there anything you're having difficulties with? If there is, before something happens is when you need to let me know, Judge, I'm having an issue, but I need to talk to you or talk to my case manager about it off the record. Because see, once you go out there and you respond inappropriately to a crisis or what have you, then you want to tell me your long list of all the things that have happened to you in your life. Oh, I'm not really going to be feeling that. You know what I'm saying, Miss Allen?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
You know what I'm
In other-
saying.
Yes, ma'am. But being as you said that, I do have a couple of things that I am concerned about.
All right. You want to talk to your case manager about it and then we can come together? Or you want to tell me, you know, we're streaming live on YouTube?
I don't know if I should tell you, but I mean,
Okay, well, if you don't know,
hold
on. If you don't know if you should tell me, I'm going to recommend you go in the breakout room with either the attorney or your case manager, and then let them give you some guidance, probably Attorney Griffin or Attorney Barton, and let them give you some guidance as to whether or not you should share it for the whole world, okay? Or if it's something that we can talk about behind the scenes, because I can even join you in the breakout room if I need to, okay? Can we do that and then come back?
Yes.
Look at Miss Allen. Miss Allen said, "Oh, I see where the judge going with this. Let me go to the breakout room." All right, Miss Wilson, if you could place Devin Allen and Attorney Griffin in a breakout room, that would be great. And then when you come back, I'll wrap up your case, okay?
Okay.
All right, very good. Give me 1 second. Good morning to you. I'm so all right, let's do it. I am ready on Miss Mathis. Miss Mathis, good morning to you.
Good morning.
All right, I have the following for you. I have case number 200-579-1901, case number 204-857-381. State your full name for me, Miss Mathis.
Mahogany Blake Mathis.
All right, how are you this morning? Why does your voice sound like that?
I just woke up.
You just woke up?
Yeah, I'm
okay.
tired.
You tired? Why are you tired? Y'all know I want to know. Just tell me.
I had to pick up the kids last night, and yesterday was my cousin's birthday dinner, so I was out a little late.
Oh, okay. All right. Will you be able to catch up today? Will you get some sleep today?
Absolutely.
All right. Very good. How are things going with you, Miss Mathis?
Everything's going fine.
Miss Mathis, I'm so tired of hearing about your birthday. When is your birthday?
My birthday was on the 18th.
February?
Yes, ma'am.
Happy birthday to you. Look, I done missed it. I done heard so much about your birthday. I didn't ask the date. Happy birthday, Miss Mathis.
Thank you so much.
Happy belated birthday. I hope you had a good birthday.
Yes, I did.
All right. What was there anything different about this birthday?
Yeah, I couldn't indulge in any alcohol or anything, so that was a big difference. But it was okay. I bought everybody else alcohol so they could have fun.
Okay, did you find some other ways to have fun other than alcohol?
Yeah, I had a
Okay,
party.
good. I'm sorry.
I had a little party. All my friends
Okay.
and family came. I had a really nice looking cake. It was really good. I got some gifts, some nice gifts and stuff. It was really nice.
So did you at least think about the fact that I can have a good time and have fun without alcohol, without using alcohol?
Absolutely.
All right, very good. Look, Miss Taylor did reach out about the travel request. And so, Miss Taylor, I don't know if you've had an opportunity to see my email response this morning. As I was trying to peel myself out of the bed, I'm like, let me answer Miss Taylor because I'll get busy and I won't remember. So I apologize for being early, but listen, I'm good. I don't think there are any issues. Miss Taylor, I didn't perceive that you had any issues with the travel request. The only thing that I asked that she put on there was the terms and conditions set forth by the court, because Ms. Mathis should get a copy of that so that Ms. Mathis, you know what my expectations are. On the day of departure or the day, it depends on what time of the day, you are to do a full panel screen. And then if your color is called while you are there, you are to do a full panel. And then the day of your return, you are to do a full panel. No excuse. Okay?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. And so, Ms. Taylor, I don't think I said I approved it in the email. And so I don't have an issue with it. It is approved. I just need that information added.
And I did get your email this morning. I already retyped it, so I'm gonna head down in a second so that you can sign it, because I have to come down anyway. So I'll get it done and then I'll scan a copy to Ms. Mathis's email so she'll have it for her records.
All right. Thank you so much. Now, Ms. Mathis, do you have any questions with respect to expectations for travel?
No, ma'am.
Okay, I want you to have a wonderful time. I've been there and it's absolutely beautiful and fabulous. And so enjoy yourself. And there will be plenty of things and plenty of activities and lots of fun to be had without any alcohol.
Yes,
There
ma'am.
is. It's just the nature of the place.
I do have one question though.
Yes, ma'am.
Is the places that I sent Miss Taylor, is that okay for me to go test that?
Ms. Taylor?
If I can jump in, yes, Judge, I sent you I sent the whole team the link to the website. They do have options for a different type of screen. So what you would go for is the instant screen, which, and it says full panel. So that's okay. Just make sure, even if I'll put it in the email, but if you happen to get confused or anything, just verbalize that when you go test that, you need a full panel screen, and I'll screenshot what you need and put it in the email so you'll know.
Okay.
Okay, and then you have to sign a release so they can get the results to Ms. Taylor immediately.
Actually, Judge, I'm sorry to interrupt. If I could put that on there. When I went through the website myself and went through the prompts, there is a section where she will fill out information, and then you have to enter an email address to where you want the results sent. And I would just advise or put that on record if she's ordered to put my email address in there so that the results can just come directly to me, and that will eliminate a lot of barriers.
Okay.
Okay,
Just
wonderful.
directly get the results, and we won't have to contact the facility or wait.
Okay, and it's, thank you, Ms. Taylor, and it's important that you know, Ms. Mathis, that you cannot, the results cannot come to Ms. Taylor through you. They must come to Ms. Taylor directly from the provider, and then Ms. Taylor has to confirm with that provider that they sent those results. They were the ones that sent the results, okay?
Okay.
All right, any other questions about travel?
No, ma'am.
All right, wonderful. Anything you've been having issues with or any concerns that you need the court to know about or to address?
I've been trying to get a new job.
Okay,
it-
all right, how's that going?
It's not going so well. I think because I'm a felon, it's a little hard to get jobs.
You're not a felon with respect to anything that's before 36th District Court.
Yes, I am. Not with this case, but I have a previous case.
You have a case that was before the case that's before me right now, right? Is that what you're saying?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, all right, got it. All right. Let me see, do I see Attorney Barton or Attorney Griffin? I would like for you all to have where are the attorneys? I would like for you all to, if you can hear me, have some conversation with Ms. Mathis about whether or not she may be eligible for some of these clean slate and expungement programs that have been going on for at least the last year or so. And so, Ms. Mathis, would you be willing to talk with them about that?
Yes, but I already tried to join one of those programs. They said I'm not eligible because I have this ongoing case right now.
Okay, I still want you to talk with the attorneys, okay?
Okay.
Would you do that? Because you just never, if somebody keep putting up their hand in my courtroom, please stop. You can, thank you. Miss Wilson, somebody reach out to the individual that keeps putting their
That's
hands
the new
up.
intake, Judge.
Oh,
So
okay,
she's new.
all
She
right.
doesn't really understand our court.
Oh,
This is her
okay.
first time.
Thank you,
I
Ms.
just tried
Taylor.
to chat her, but I'm not sure if she saw it or not.
Knows how to do the chat. All right. Who's gonna go in with the new intake? How about we do that so that if she has an issue, she can raise it very quickly.
I don't see
Where are
anyone
the
on here
attorneys
other
this
than
morning?
Attorney Fikens.
And Attorney Ficus should be doing the A cases, but if you want to do a specialty court, but where are Ms. Wilson? Are the attorneys in breakout rooms?
Yes, they are, Your Honor.
Both of them? Okay. All right. Mr. Fikens, I don't know if you want to do an intake or if you want to wait to see, our aides should be coming in. We have 2 people in the waiting room. But you're on mute, Mr. Fikens.
I'm sorry, Your Honor. For continuity's purposes, Judge, if you want me to wait, that's fine. I can do the A's. I'm certainly happy to do
Okay.
it. So whatever this court wishes.
All right, thank you, Mr. Fikens. There's Mr. Barton. Mr. Barton, I'm gonna have you placed in a breakout room with Liz Stevenson, who is the new intake, to get her ready for a presentation to the court. She also has had her hand up several times. Let's make sure her questions are answered, okay?
Absolutely, Your Honor.
All right, Ms. Stevenson, you are going to get an invitation to a breakout room. Please accept that invitation. All right, thank you. Thank you, Ms. Taylor. And I'm sorry for that interruption, Ms. Mathis. If people are moving around on the screen, it throws everything off for me for some reason. Yeah, I think it's an attention thing, I don't know. Or that I'm always eye hustling and ear hustling, and I just don't do either one of them well. How about that? All right, Ms. Mathis, I want you to still get an opportunity to talk with the attorneys, the specialty court attorneys, okay? Let's make sure that, we have exhausted everything we know how to do, because this is problem solving court. Let's just see, okay? Because there may be something that I don't know, but I want you to talk to them, okay?
Okay.
All right, very good. Anything else?
No, ma'am. It says that she's in the chat. She said she was trying to tell me where I could go for employment.
All right. Did you see if she puts the name in the chat, then that's wonderful. But then Ms. Stevenson, I need you to accept the invitation to a breakout room so that you can be processed for presentation to the court. Okay?
Okay.
All right. Thank you, Ms. Stevenson. All right. Very good. Ms. Mathis, did you have any questions for the court?
No,
for the
ma'am.
team?
No, ma'am. That was all.
All right. Ms. Taylor, anything additional on Ms. Mathis?
No, Judge.
All right, what's next for Ms. Mathis?
I did have one question. I'm sorry to
Oh,
interrupt.
go right ahead.
For the community service, am I allowed to work at a company called Community Health Awareness Group, or do I have to do the one that I was assigned to?
Ms. Taylor, it has to be court-approved community service. So Ms. Taylor,
I've already submitted her paperwork for community service, and our community service liaison would have contacted her and set that up. So whoever she assigned you to, that's who you have to go through. And if anything happens to where that location changes or you have a problem, you must then contact her back and she will let you know like where you can go.
Okay.
all right, very good. Thank you, Ms. Taylor. All right, what's next for Ms. Mathis?
She will return to court on March 9th, 2022 at 8:35 a.m.
All right, very good. Did you get that, Ms. Mathis?
Yes, ma'am. Putting it in my calendar now.
Wonderful. Get you some rest, okay?
Okay, thank you.
Take good care of yourself. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Okay, let's go to Mackenzie Short. Good morning, Ms. Short.
Good morning. How are you, Judge?
I'm doing well, thank you. How are you?
I'm good.
Good, very good. Let me place your case number on the record. U587-475-20. State your full name for me, please.
Mackenzie Carol Short.
All right, Ms. Short, how are things going with you?
Really good. Sorry, there's an ambulance going on outside. It's really loud. Really
Okay.
good. I saw, I've been talking to my therapist. I got my TB test on Monday, so I'll get my results today and then I'll be able to start work next Monday. So I'm really looking forward to that.
Yes, and you'll be with the babies, right?
Yes, I'm so excited.
All right, very good, very good. How are things going where you are?
They're okay.
They're okay? All
Just
right, we had
okay.
some conversations. I don't see Mr. Curtis. Did Mr. Curtis?
No, he's on here. His camera was just shut
Oh,
off.
okay. Okay.
He's
So,
on.
Mr. Curtis, we talked a very long time yesterday. Mr. Curtis brought some concerns to the team that you obviously have raised with him. And we spent a lot of time talking as a team, as well as with Mr. Williams. And so what I'd like is Mr. Curtis, if you haven't done so already, to circle back to Ms. Short and let her know where we are and what the consensus was of the team with respect to the issue that she raised about Lake Ridge.
Okay, Your Honor. Yep, not a problem.
Okay. All right, very good. So Ms. Short, he's going to get back with you. I will tell you that we met with a part of the administration there to get an understanding of your concern and to also get an understanding of how the system works, which is a system that has been approved by the Detroit Wayne Integrated Health Network with respect to the use of bridge cards. And so we made sure that we got a real understanding because I wanted to make sure you knew that your concerns did not fall on deaf ears, okay? Yeah. And so Mr. Curtis will explain to you what that process is, how it works. It is an approved process. And then hopefully going forward, you'll be clear, we're clear, and we'll all be on the same page. And then of course, if not, make sure you let Mr. Curtis know, okay? Because we do address concerns that are brought to us by any of our participants, okay?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, do you have questions about that?
No, I don't believe so.
All right, very good. And so is there anything that you're having issues with or concerns about that you need the court to address? Other than the issue that you've already brought to Mr. Curtis, and we did address that yesterday.
Judge, you know she's my client, right?
I'm sorry. Why did I call on Mr. Curtis and y'all let me? Y'all let me.
I didn't want
Y'all
to
just let-
interrupt.
That's
Yeah.
why Mr. Curtis came on looking like, why is the judge calling my name? I'm sorry, Mr. Curtis. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I don't know why I had, maybe because you initially had something with Lake Ridge and then it kind of morphed into, okay, all right, all right. So other than the issue that you brought to Ms. Taylor, and Ms. Taylor will circle back to you and let you know what we came up with. Is there anything else, any other issues or concerns?
No, I just feel like they could treat their clients much better. That's all.
Okay. Can you tell me a little bit what you mean by that?
Just for example, like, I don't even know, like they're rude. Not all of them, but just some of the staff is just rude, and I've been bothered because I come to court and it goes great, and everything's good, and then I feel like people here have a problem with me, but I don't understand what the problem is, because in court it said that I'm doing good and this and that, but then here I feel like they have an issue with me, but I don't understand why, I guess.
All right. So Ms. Taylor, I want you to also get the information about, the staff being rude. We certainly want to bring that to Mr. Williams's attention, that there is an allegation. I'm not saying that, it's true or false. I'm saying it's a concern that was brought to me and I want to address it. And so because we want at all times, any of the individuals that we send to any third party provider, that they are people. You all are people. You're not defendants, you're people. And we want you to be treated with the utmost respect, but it is a two-way street. I also require, demand, and expect, and won't accept anything less than the individuals that I send from this program to a third party provider, that you too must be respectful and kind to the providers and to their.
Yes, ma'am.
So let's look into that, Ms. Taylor. And we'll circle back and talk about how we can resolve it, or if there is anything to resolve. Okay?
Yes.
All right, very good. Ms. Short, anything else?
No, ma'am.
All right, I see you are, Miss, you always have some beautiful art, something going on in your background. And so I can't wait for you to get a hold to those babies and tap into their artistic. Yes, I want you to do that. I think that is wonderful. I think it's wonderful. All right, any questions for us today, Ms. Short?
No, ma'am.
All right, Ms. Taylor, what would you like to add as to Ms. Short?
Nothing in addition, Judge.
Nothing in addition? All right, what's next for Ms. Short? I'm sorry, anything from any of the other team members as to Ms. Short? If not, what's next, Ms. Taylor?
She will return to court on March 9th, 2022 at 8:35 a.m.
All right, very good. Very good. All right, Ms. Short, keep up the great work that you're doing. Continue to work on you. I heard you're doing some good work. I hope your TB test comes back great and that you can get into that classroom or into that facility as quickly as possible, okay?
Yeah. Thank you so much,
All
Judge.
right. All right, take care of yourself.
All right, you too.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. All right, before I return to Ms. Allen, Ms. Wilson, I'm going to have you let everyone in from the breakout room. Not the breakout room, I'm sorry. The you know what I'm saying, the waiting room. All right, for those of you, oh, he's got it on. Oh, he is very close. Jesus, help us. All right. All right, for those of you who are joining us from the waiting room, you are in my courtroom because your last name begins with the letter A. First, I'm going to ask you, if you have the ability to do so, please change your name on your device to your government name. I need a first and last name so that we know who you are and we know where you should be. Secondly, If you are wearing a hat, please take your hat off. We are in court. Let's make sure that at all times we are appropriate for court. I need everyone to adjust your camera so that the only thing I get to see is your face, because that's all I need to see. I don't need to see anything from your shoulders down. We want to make sure that you are presentable for court. If you are sharing your space with someone and they may happen to pass in front of your camera, please make sure you tell them to be dressed appropriately for court, because we are not only in the virtual courtroom, but we are also airing live by way of Zoom. That means the whole world can see this. And so you want to make sure that you're at your best. On this morning, I'm going to ask you to keep your device muted until your case is called. If you are an attorney on this morning, a retained attorney, please make sure you check in with my court clerk by calling the courtroom at area code 313-965-2280. 313.
Stay here for a minute?
Yeah, I'm gonna wait. I'm gonna need you to, okay, you came in my courtroom, you didn't mute your device, and you have a hoodie on. So you missed a lot of information. Mute your device, take your hoodie off. Thank you so much, kind sir. All right. And so if you're an attorney, please check in so we don't have you waiting around longer than you need to be. With that, if your last name begins with the letter A, you are going to receive an invitation to a breakout room. Please accept that invitation so that you can go to a breakout room and speak with an attorney. Please accept the invitation. If you are an attorney, you are going to receive an invitation to a breakout room, probably breakout room 3 or so. Please make sure you accept the invitation so that you can speak with the prosecutor. If you are a police officer, please make sure that you check in with my court clerk by calling area code 313-965-2280. If you are a police officer, if you are on a telephone and you do not have Zoom capabilities, you must report to 36th District Court physically. And we are located at 421 Madison in the city of Detroit. I do not do cases over the phone. I must be able to see your face. And so if you do not have Zoom capabilities, you must physically report to 36th District Court on this morning. You need to get going real quickly. I will wait until 10:45, 11 o'clock a.m. to see you. After that, I will not see you. If you are on a telephone, you must report. And you don't have a camera where we can see your face, you need to physically report to 36th District Court, located at 421 Madison in the city of Detroit, courtroom number 133. Please do not stay on throughout the entire session because I will not be able to service you by way of Zoom. Ms. Wilson, when you have an opportunity, or you know what, I'm going to provide those numbers. I will provide those numbers to Ms. Mack. Ms. Mack, I'm going to have you call those individuals to let them know I will not see them. I will not be able to service them over the phone. Okay. Please do not shout out in my courtroom. I don't allow that. Thank you. All right, here are those numbers, Ms. There you go. All right, very good. While Ms. Wilson is clearing out the courtroom, there are a few others that have joined us in the waiting room. I need to just take a quick moment and then I'll come back to Devin Allen. For the sign language interpreter, I need good morning to you.
Thank
I
you,
need
Your
to
Honor.
make sure that you are placed in the breakout room with your client.
Yes, I am today interpreting for Mr. Lathia Atto, ATTO.
All right, so Ms. Wilson, if you can make sure that she is placed in the breakout room with Mr. Otto, that would be great. All right. Give me just 1 second. I'm just going next door. I hope.
Judge, can you check your chat real quick?
Yes, give me 1 second. Oh, did you just send me, somebody just sent me a message about the jail?
Yes, because their paperwork
Yes, he
says
was
Zoom.
supposed to come in person to get him processed.
Okay, I'll let them know.
Okay, thank you.
No problem.
Excuse me.
Yeah, just go ahead and mute yourself, brother, until the judge comes back.
Mr. Griffin or Mr. Burton, do you want to go in the breakout room?
Sure. With who? Ms. Wilson, and good morning to you.
Good morning to you both. The people that's on the screen, because Mr. Fiken's room, he's full.
Oh, okay.
Can
Sure.
you, if you don't mind, brother Griffin, grabbing that one, I have the intake, and then
I got you.
I have an intake for me too. Okay,
Not a problem.
And I'll jump in when you're ready.
Okay. So, yes, Ms. Wilson, I'm ready.
Can you go back to 4 or do I need to reassign you?
I can go back to 4, but I'll go back as soon as the judge gets back because I may need to put something on the record about Miss Allen.
Okay,
Okay, but thank you, Miss Wilson.
thank you.
Can I ask a question?
Mr. Jacoby, just wait a second, sir.
I'm trying to make sure I was in the right room. That's all.
What's your last name?
Allwood.
Say it again.
Allwood.
Yes, you're in the correct room.
All right. Thank you.
My name's Mr. Allen. Am I in the right room?
Hold on, everybody. I'm gonna put you in the breakout room. If you're on a cell phone, I cannot put you in the breakout room.
I'm on the
I'm
cell
on the
phone.
cell phone. Don't put me in there.
We also need everyone, like Ms. Wilson said, just mute yourselves. If your last name begins with A, this should be the right courtroom if this is a traffic matter for you. So just keep that in mind, but keep yourselves on mute and turn your cameras on.
How do you do that?
Just put yourself on mute. And then once you get moved into the breakout room, we can go from there. I can tell you more.
Can I ask a question?
Yes.
No, you all are talking to each other. Ladies and gentlemen, just hold on. Keep yourselves on mute unless you're an officer of the court. Unless you're the court reporter, unless you're one of the attorneys, judge, just keep yourself on mute just for a second. And then we'll be able to answer your questions.
Ms. Wilson, I see that there's still some aides that have joined us in the courtroom. If they could be placed into breakout rooms.
They have been, Your Honor. They have not accepted.
Okay, I need you to accept the invitation to the breakout room. If you are not a part of the specialty court docket and you have received an invitation to a breakout room, please accept it. Otherwise, I'm going to put you in a waiting room and you'll be at the end of my docket today. So trust me, you want to go to a breakout room. Please accept your invitation.
I don't know what the hell.
All right, I'll just start letting people waiting room. All right. I think we're good. Let's go back to Devin Allen. Come on, Miss Allen, you all set?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. So you're going to wait and have your case manager or attorney speak with us in staffing about the concerns you've raised, or they've been resolved?
Yes, ma'am. Thus far.
All right. Very good. And so, Mr. Curtis, you went in with Miss Allen?
Your Honor, only Mr. Griffin did.
Yeah, I went in.
Mr. Griffin? Yes.
Yeah.
And so, Mr. Griffin, is it something we can talk about after court today?
Oh yeah, definitely after court. Not
Okay.
not now. It's nothing negative against Miss Allen.
Okay. All right. I just want to make sure she's okay. So then we'll definitely talk about it. Wonderful. All right, Miss Allen.
Oh, Your Honor, I just want to say one other thing. Miss Allen, as a reminder, you know, you have my information. You can always reach out to me, and you should have my phone number and email.
Yes, I do.
Okay. All right.
All right. Very good. And so, Mr. Curtis, that information that I asked you for in staffing as about next steps, with respect to next steps from Miss Allen, how close are we to getting that information?
Yeah, we're actually very close. I know there's a recommendation, just an additional time, but I'll circle back around today with you and Miss Allen.
Okay. Wonderful. All right. Works for me. What's next for Miss Allen, Mr. Curtis?
So Miss Allen will return March 9th, 2022 at 8:35.
All right. Did you get that, Miss Allen?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. Wonderful. It's good to see you. If you don't have any more questions, we'll talk about some concerns that you may have raised. And then you'll hear from Mr. Curtis about next steps. And then I will see you on March 9th at 8:35, okay? Uh-oh, you're frozen up. All right, thank you, ma'am.
Okie dokie.
Okay, bye-bye.
Thank you.
All right, you're very welcome. All right, let's keep going. I'm going to go to Miss Brown. Miss Brown, if you could unmute for me, please.
Good morning.
Good morning, Miss Brown. How are you this morning?
I'm fine, thank you. How are you?
I'm doing well, thank you. Let me place your case number on the record. I have case number 200-445-4501. State your full name for me.
Shanika Brown.
All right, Miss Brown, how are things going so far? You're still pretty new to us. How are things going?
They're going fine.
Okay, you working your program?
Yes, to my best ability.
All right, you laugh and tell me what that laughter is about. What? It's a lot, Miss Brown.
Because I know my case manager probably be tired of me.
Oh, never. Who's your case manager? Mr. Curtis?
Yeah.
Not Mr. Curtis. He's so kind and patient. Yes,
he is.
And he's even agreeing with us. Look at how nice he is. He's like, yes, I am.
He is. He's a sweetheart.
Yes. Ms. Brown, I'm glad to hear that you're asking your questions. I'm sure Mr. Curtis prefers that you ask your questions, get your clarity, than for you to, step out of line, and now he's got to clean up and still ask your questions and deal with me. Right,
Yeah.
Mr. Curtis?
That's right.
There you go. So ask those questions, Miss Brown. But
I
you're
do.
getting the hang of things.
Yeah, I think I ask too many questions sometimes, but yeah, I am.
You are never too many questions. I'm glad you're getting the hang of things. What's been the most challenging part of the program so far for you, Miss Brown?
Just accepting everything, for the most part. Like when I went to therapy and like I've never actually wanted to give therapy a full chance. I just go and hear what they got to say and then just leave. So I've actually put a lot of effort into therapy sessions and into actually trying to get better, self-reflecting, taking accountability for a lot of my actions, stuff like that.
Look at you, you're doing the work, Miss Brown.
Trying
You're
to.
doing the work. Yes, ma'am. Have you noticed anything different about
Yes.
you or about your circumstances?
Yes, well, I don't want to speak on religion, but yeah, I've been doing a lot more reading. I'm trying to focus so I can take a LPN program, just focusing on me and my son and trying to eliminate all the negative energy, the negative people, just try to focus.
Yes, very good, very good. Is there anything that you're having difficulties with that you need us to help you with?
No, not now, no.
Nothing? All right. All right, very good. Mr. Curtis, what do you want to tell me about Miss Brown who asked you 100 questions?
Well, I like that she's asking me questions because she's always being proactive. And so
Yes.
that's a good thing. But no, Miss Brown, she is complying with treatment. She's following her treatment plan, complying with drug screens. I have no issues or concerns to report at this time.
All right, Miss Brown, you're in great shape. You are. You are. I'm glad you decided to do the program, Miss Brown.
Thank you. I'm glad you had me. Thank
Yes.
you.
Yes, ma'am. All right. Anything from any of the other team members? If not, Miss Brown, do you have any questions for us today?
No, not now. If
You
I
gonna
have
save
some,
them all for
I'll
Mr.
reach out.
Jordan, for Mr.
I was about to
Curtis?
say, that was
I'll
my
save them all
statement.
for
If you have any
afterwards.
questions, please contact Brother Curtis.
I
And
love
trust
it.
me, they all
Save-
go to Mr. Curtis.
There
I
you
love
go.
this.
All right. All right. Very good. 1 second. Yes, sir. All right. Very good. If nothing else, Mr. Curtis, what's next for Miss Brown?
So Miss Brown will be returning March 9th, 2022 at 8:35.
All right. Did you get that, Miss Brown?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. Wonderful. Keep up the great work you're doing. Glad
Thank
you're
you.
with us again, and I'll see you in a couple of weeks. Okay.
Okay. Have a great day.
All right. You do the same.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
All right. Let's go to Mr. Rhea. And then I will do the intake, and then who has Miss
I have Miss Clinton.
Miss Clinton?
And
Yes.
then I have somebody on the docket who's not on. I tried to reach out to Demetrius.
Tell my here,
Okay. I'm sorry. Say that again.
She'll need to speak to an attorney.
Oh, so let's get her set up. Miss Clinton is in the courtroom. Team, we talked about Miss Clinton yesterday and staffing. She needs to speak with an attorney, so Miss Jasmine is getting her set up right now, and she'll be able to go into a breakout room once she's set up, okay?
Not a problem, Your Honor. Mhm.
All right, wonderful. Let's go to Mr. Rhea. I have the following for Mr. Rhea. You all are gonna hear some noise. Don't worry, all is well. But there's a safety issue with the door that's behind me. And I need to be able to know who's coming in and out and all of those good things. And so I need them to fix that door this morning. All right, let's go. I have case number 210-593-4901. Mr. Rhea, state your full name for me.
Joseph Rhea.
All right, Mr. Rhea, You were supposed to do a face-to-face today. You were supposed to talk to Mr. Curtis. Guess why I have you on here today?
I had some trouble with making the drops.
All right. And we're not going to go into detail about the trouble you had. Mr. Curtis shared it with me. The reason I had you come on, Mr. Rhea, is because I just want to let you know those drops are really, really important, okay?
Okay.
They
I know
are
they are.
mandatory in the program. They are mandatory. I can't satisfy the standards of the program without those drops.
Okay.
Okay.
I totally understand.
All right. So I need you to work really, really hard to get to those drops and to do what you need to do when you're there. Okay.
Okay. No
All right.
problem.
That's about as much fussing as I'm going to do this morning. I want to know, how are you doing?
I'm doing okay. I've been kind of tired lately.
You've been tired?
Yeah, it's just I haven't had the best time sleeping. I think I need to maybe up my trazodone or something. But
Okay.
I don't know.
Can I get you to do me a huge favor on that point? Would you please contact your provider before you make any adjustments to your medications? Can you contact your provider, your doctor, and let them know that you're having trouble sleeping, okay?
Okay. I
Can you do
definitely
that
will.
for me? All
Yep.
right. All right. Very good. Very good. You don't seem like yourself today. Is that because you're tired?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Well, let's hope you're gonna, by calling your doctor, that they'll make some adjustments and that you'll be able to get some rest, okay?
Okay.
All right, very good. How's your mom and dad doing?
They're doing well. My dad's right here with me.
All right. Good morning to you, Dad.
Good morning.
Good morning. Good morning.
Here I am. You
All
see me.
right. Yes, I see you now. Always so grateful for your support of Mr. Red. Thank you so much. I do want him to reach out about his inability to sleep, okay?
Yeah, for sure. That's one of our
All right.
challenges.
All right, wonderful. So Mr. Ray will make sure he gets that done, and hopefully you can get some relief sooner than later, okay?
Okay,
All
thank
right.
you.
All right, Mr. Rhea, is there anything that you're having trouble with that you need to share with the court, or any questions you may have?
Not really, other than the sleeping.
Okay.
It's just tough not having energy.
It's tough. It is. It is. And so this is what I'm gonna have you do. Make sure if you can do that today, I really need you to do it today, because the lack of sleep is just not good. It's not good for our health. It's just not good at all. And so if you could call today, I'd like you to do that, okay?
Okay.
All right, very good. Mr. Curtis, I know you were supposed to do a face-to-face with him today. I'd like you to follow up about contacting his provider regarding the lack of sleep, and inform this court, and I'll just get a new court date for Mr. Rhea at this time. Unless there's something additional you want to share, Mr. Curtis.
Your Honor, nothing additional, but Mr. Rhea will be returning March 9, 2022 at 8:35.
March 9th, okay. Did you get that, Mr. Rhea?
March 9th, 8th. Zoom or in person? Is it Zoom or in person?
Zoom.
It's Zoom. It's
Zoom, okay.
Yeah, and Your Honor, can you check your chat? Yeah.
Okay. Thank you, Mr. Curtis. All right. Okay. And so, Mr. Rhea, if nothing else, I'm gonna see you in a couple of weeks, but today you're gonna call your provider, okay?
Okay,
All
no
right, take care
problem.
of yourself. Take good care of yourself, Mr. Rhea.
Will do. Thank
All
you.
right, bye-bye. You're very welcome. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Yes, sir. Okay, why can't they just fix the door?
Well, the guy went home because he thought that he was giving us a full spot to do the report. And the guy that was the drill, he said, "Home," but the guy said, "Oh."
But nothing's gonna change tomorrow. I'm in court every day.
So, it's secured from
Right,
outside.
but I had to really push.
Yes,
And I don't, that's not how I wanna function.
I understand.
And so,
Now, I mean, they said they could try to get a call, see if they come back.
yeah, so can they
Yeah,
try, yeah, can they call to see if he can come back? Cause I'm gonna be in court tomorrow. I'm gonna be in court Friday. It's not gonna change unless they're going to come before 8:30. All right. Good morning, Mr. Rosenthal. You have your hand up.
Good morning, Your Honor. I just wanted to let you guys know that I'm zoomed in and I guess I'm already in joining breakout room 3. I just wanted to let you know, Your Honor.
There you go. Good morning to you. And Ms. Wilson, this is a good time to
morning.
let the other individuals in from the breakout, not breakout, the waiting room. And so that, because there's an attorney that needs to go into breakout room number 3. If you are joining us and you are not a part from the breakout room and you are not a part of our specialty court, you are going to receive an invitation to a breakout room. Please accept the invitation so that you are able to speak with an attorney. Thank you so much. If not, I'm going to place you back in the waiting room. All right. And then for the attorney that's joining us, for the attorney Dallo, please accept the invitation. Good morning to you to a breakout room to speak with the prosecuting attorney, okay?
Sure, you got it, Judge. Thank you.
All right, thank you. Okay, with that, I think that takes care of everything in the breakout room. There's still a gentleman who will not accept his invitation. Mr. Hashimi, I need you to accept the invitation to a breakout room. Please accept the invitation to a breakout room. Ms. Wilson, if you could send it again. Sir, I need you to accept the invitation to the breakout room, okay?
Your Honor, I haven't received it yet.
All right, Ms. Wilson, if you could send that invitation, please. Thank you, sir. Again, someone is on a telephone. I will not be able to service you on a telephone. And so you need to head to 36th District Court. Thank you so much. Ms. Mack, were you able to call those phone numbers?
Actually, Ms. Wilson was able to do that.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
All right.
I was trying to get the files ready for you.
Okay, no, that's fine. All right, let's keep going. I disabled Ms. Stevenson's camera because you're moving around and I need you to be where you can do your intake. So I'm going to ask you, Ms. Stevenson, to start your video. And if you are in a room where you can do court, you can turn on your camera. All right. Mr. Curtis, are you ready on Ms. Stevenson?
Your Honor, actually that, Ms. Taylor.
Oh, I just keep trying to give away your cases, Ms. Taylor. I'm so sorry. Forgive me, please. Forgive me, please forgive me. And while I'm doing this intake, wonderful. While I'm doing the intake, if someone could reach out to Prosecutor Rogers to let her know we do have one matter that requires a prosecutor. And I'd like for her to participate in that hearing.
I'll give her shoot her a text, Your Honor.
All right, wonderful. Thank you. All right, 2 seconds. I didn't have my sheet ready. I was thinking out loud, talking to myself.
And Your Honor, if I may, APA Rogers said she'll be about 10 minutes.
Perfect timing. Thank you so much for reaching out to her for me. I appreciate it.
Yes, Your Honor.
And with that, I am going to call Ms. Stevenson's case. I have the following case number U601-25121. Ms. Stevenson, please state your full name.
Hi, my name is Elizabeth Stevenson.
All right. Good morning, Ms. Stevenson.
Good morning. I had to use the restroom. I'm sorry. That's why I was moving around, because I had to use the restroom, but I didn't want to miss your call.
Yes, but we don't take the phone into the bathroom because we don't want folks to see stuff, that they shouldn't be seeing now. All right. All right, Ms. Stevenson. Well, I'm glad you're with us. I'm going to hear from Ms. Taylor first, and then I will hear from the attorney, and then I'll hear from you, okay? In that order. All right, Ms. Taylor, you may proceed.
Okay, Judge, we have Elizabeth Virginia Stevenson. She was referred over to us from Judge Brown on February 16, 2022 for she has an operating while physically impaired, and she also has an narcotic and drug-related violation.
I only called one case. Can I get the case number to the only one is on my docket, unless it's in another spot.
Right, operating while physically impaired, that case number is 0513.
I'm sorry, I can't hear you. One more time.
0513404.
And Judge Bone had that one as well, right?
The name on this one is Judge Lloyd.
Oh, okay. We need to look at that to see if she was ever in a specialty court before. Miss Mack, if you could print out an ROA for that OWI, that would be great.
0513404.
That's a really old case too, I think.
It's closed, but I can think.
When you say it's closed,
It's closed out,
Actually, Judge, I'm looking on the ROA. I'm sorry, I apologize. It says case closed, all costs paid, drug treatment for graduates.
okay, so this will not be a part of my docket because this has already been adjudicated.
Yes.
All right, very good. I just want to get that clarification. All right, you may continue, Ms. Taylor.
Okay. So Ms. Stevenson was referred to our mental health court. She is 40 years of age. She is a African-American female. She has completed some college and has a high school diploma. She does not have any children. She does want to participate in our specialty program. She is over the age of 18 years old. She does appear to have drug abuse or mental health diagnoses or issues that make her eligible for our program, and she does not have any prior felony convictions or a violent offense that would make her ineligible.
All right, and so has Miss Stevenson got on the one, Miss Taylor, I need you to just come to the side. Give me 1 second, please. I have a question. Can you mute me?
Hang in there, Miss Stevenson. We're still online, okay? Hang in there. That's all right.
Come here.
All right, let's go back on the record. Mr. Barton, Attorney Barton and Ms. Stevenson, I just had a brief conversation with Ms. Taylor. I've had an opportunity to review some things. I need Ms. Stevenson to come into the courthouse for her processing. Ms. Stevenson, you're gonna have to come in today to see the court, okay?
Yeah.
All right, can you get down here?
Yes, ma'am. What time?
I need you to come now. It's immediately, as soon as possible.
Okay.
Okay,
All right.
can you get here by 11 o'clock?
Yes, ma'am. I'm not driving, but yes, ma'am. I have to get a ride.
All right, I need you to get a ride and get here by 11. I can't do your intake over Zoom. I need you to come in, okay?
Okay.
All right, very good. Thank you. I'll see you at 11. Miss Mack, we'll put her on my docket let's put her on for 11:15. And then that way we've given her some time to get here. I'm sorry?
What room are you in, or where do I come to?
I'm in courtroom 133. Just tell them Judge Holmes. I'm on the first floor. You have to pass me to get to the elevator.
Okay, thank you.
All right, very good. I'll see you before 11:15. Miss Mack will put her on for 11:15.
Yes, ma'am.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
All right. All right. Mr. Barton, Miss Taylor will circle back and let you know the basis on which I've made that decision.
Understood.
And so we'll go from there. All right, very good. I want to wrap up my specialty court docket. I still have one case, Miss Clinton, and the prosecutor has joined us, and I'd like to call Miss Clinton's case right now.
Your Honor, I have.
Oh, she hasn't been in the breakout room?
No,
Oh,
Your Honor. That's why I was
okay.
raising my hand. I apologize.
Yep, and I do a snafu with the intake. Let's do it.
Thank you.
All right.
All right.
So Ms. Rogers, I'm sorry, Ms. Clinton has not gone in the breakout room with Mr. Barton. I don't know. I thought I did that, but
Oh, that's fine, no problem. And will you need me for the intake at 11:15 or just Miss Clinton?
just Ms. Clinton.
Okay,
Just
I'm
Ms.
ready
Clinton.
whenever defenses.
All right, thank you, Ms. Rogers.
Mhm.
Thank you. All right. Ms. Wilson, since Ms. Clinton is my last case for specialty court, I'm going to disable the waiting room. And then I am going to call the remainder of my docket. I need a case manager, or Mr. Curtis has Dorsey. I think he has Epps too. Epps is yours. Okay, I'm getting ready to call those. And then who has Green? And Wells? All right, let's do it. I'm gonna call those cases because I'm gonna close out that docket. All right, let's do it. I have, give me a status on Andrea Davis, 210-453-7001.
Intake, but he's in jail, so Soho is working on getting him physically brought over because it was a mix up they had. He was on Zoom, so he wanted him physically.
Right.
So now they're gonna bring it down.
Okay, wonderful. Okay, and if we need to do a different date, like tomorrow, that's fine.
Okay.
So you all can decide that. I think what happened was the decision was made yesterday in staffing. And so if we need to do tomorrow, why don't you let Sergeant Coho know that? Because I don't want to overextend them if I don't have to.
Also, Judge, there's a Santee Gardner. She's a jailer as well, and I think that's Mr. Curtis.
All right, what are we doing with Santee Gardner, Mr. Curtis? Oh, I don't see Mr. Curtis. No. All right.
I'm calling him.
Let him know I need him to get on.
Oh.
All right, on Epps, youth 456-435-18. Ms. Taylor, Mr. Epps, we staffed on yesterday. Do you have an update for the court?
Yes, he will return to court on March 2nd, 2022 at 8:35.
All right, wonderful. And so did Attorney Bradley Baskin find out whether or not, which order needed to be presented from which court?
We do not have an answer as of yet.
Okay, we'll get one before the second, right?
Correct.
Wonderful. Thank you. I have Demetrius Green, 200-459-2101. Ms. Taylor?
I am not sure why Ms. Green was not in attendance today. I did call her this morning. I shot a text message as well. I didn't get a response. So unfortunately, I am not aware of her status or why she was not present for her scheduled person.
All right, and she knew that she had to be here in court, and so KPS will issue. We'll do one from specialty court with a remand to Judge Holmes. Her charge is operating while visibly impaired, and I'm concerned because she should be here. All right, let's get that warrant done. Very good. I'm gonna go back to Mr. Dorsey. I have the following for Philip Dorsey. Case number 210-454-6801, U575-98120. Case number SX 360-35671, U510-19719, U558-23220, U575-98320, U593-34121, and case number 190-4601401. Mr. Curtis, did we get any information as to Mr. Dorsey? I don't know why people are coming back into the courtroom. I'm not finished with my specialty court docket, but okay. Mr. Curtis?
Yes, Your Honor. Speaking with the attorney, she did inform me she's working on getting with the physician to get their schedule. She did say that one of them actually will be able to go to the Wayne County Jail to perform the evaluation. I'm just waiting on her to send me her schedule, and then I can contact the jail and go from there.
Wonderful. And so that should happen on short order. Is that correct, Mr. Curtis?
Yes, that's correct.
Wonderful. All right. What do you have as a return to court date for Mr. Dorsey?
I would like to push Mr. Dorsey out about 3 weeks, but we can always, bring him in sooner. So that'll be March 16th, 2022 at 8:35.
Wonderful. And I like that strategy. We'll put him out 3 weeks. And of course, when that evaluation is done and placement is determined, we'll bring him back earlier. Thank you, Mr. Curtis. Good morning, Officer E. I didn't realize you were in our courtroom. Good morning to you.
Good morning, Judge. How are you today?
I am well. How are you?
I'm great, thank you. I apologize for me having to step out so abruptly yesterday. It was busy out here on the street. I kept getting flagged out.
I know. I'm just glad to know you're safe, sir. I am.
I'm good. I'm good, thank you. Yeah, that's great news to hear about Mr. Dorsey and Mr. Curtis and those that have been working so diligently on the case. That's great news.
Yes, great news. Thank you so much, Mr. Curtis. Thank you, Officer E, for all you do. We appreciate you.
Thank you, Judge. Good to see you all.
Likewise. All right. I also have for Mr. Wells, Edward Wells, case number U557-58920, U389-52417, U389-76117, U389-81317, and U389-81717. For Mr. Wells.
Your Honor, I spoke to Mr. Wells this morning and to his service provider about Zooming in today. So I'm not sure why he has not Zoomed in.
All right, he is our third-party providers, is that correct?
Yes, that's correct.
And he hasn't absconded or anything, is that correct?
Yes, that's correct. Yeah.
All right, so just make sure you reach out to the provider to find out what happened. Let's put Mr. Wells on for next week, Wednesday. Would that be March 2nd? No, March.
Yes, that's March 2nd.
March 2nd? Okay. March 2nd, 2022 at 8:35 a.m.
Okay.
Yes, as long as he's still there and you can vouch that he's there, I'm good. Okay?
Understood.
All right. Other than Miss Stevenson and Davis, I also need for Santee Gardner.
Yes, Your Honor, I'm waiting. Hopefully Mr. Griffin is on. He did send us the comp order, but I believe he sent us the wrong one because it was not filled out. So I don't know if Mr. Griffin is on. I don't see him.
Okay.
But I'll reach out to him.
Okay, I was.
Yeah.
I need to know what's going on with Miss Gardner
yes.
because she's scheduled today for a pretrial. And so is she still at the Wayne County Jail?
Yes, that's correct. She did have her psych evaluation. We're just waiting on her to complete that competency exam.
All right. And do we know when that exam is going to take place? Mr. Griffin, Miss Rogers, one of the attorneys?
I am not sure when her exam will be. I'll give them a call today too, because we should have Miss Williams report too. So I will see when Miss Gardner is scheduled.
All right, very good, very good. Then I am going to place her case numbers on the record, U292-66307, U395-35908, and I will bring her back next week. Hopefully we'll have that report back and we can determine where we're going. So I'll bring her back on March 2nd, 2022, and that'll be at 8:35. And this will be something that we need to do for the jail, as well as for Philip Dorsey and for Mr. Epps. Those are all things that have to go from the jail, go to the jail. All right, very good. Other than that, did I miss anyone? If I did not, I am ready. Good morning. If not, I am ready to proceed. Are we ready on Miss Clinton?
Yes, we are, Your Honor.
All right, I'd like to wrap up my specialty court docket, and then my next cases that I will do will be retained attorney cases. I will do those after I do Ms. Clinton. Thank you for your patience. I'm wrapping up my specialty court docket. All right, I have the following for Ms. Clinton. I have case number 1904526-301. Let me have the attorneys place your appearance on the record, starting with the prosecuting attorney.
Good morning, Sydney Rogers for the people, P82072.
May it please this honorable court. Oh, I apologize, Your Honor. And may it please this honorable court, Darnell Barton, P3363, on behalf of the specialty court, specifically Miss Amanda Clinton.
Thank you. And then Ms. Taylor, your appearance on behalf of probation.
Jasmine Taylor, mental health court case manager.
Thank you. And then, thank you, officer. Ms. Clinton, state your full name for me.
Amanda Clinton.
All right, good morning to you, Ms. Clinton. All right, Ms. Clinton, you know why you're here. All right, who wants to start off? Ms. Taylor, you want to lead out?
Sure, Judge. Ms. Clinton comes before you today for her scheduled review hearing, but it was brought to the court's attention that Ms. Clinton did test positive for cocaine, and these reports were received on February 18th, 2022.
All right, and so I believe in staffing, you disclosed that Ms. Clinton was forthright and honest about use and brought to your attention some issues that she had been having. Is that correct, Ms. Taylor?
Yes, Judge.
Okay. All right. Anything else you want to add, Ms. Taylor?
Nothing other than what was discussed in staff.
All right. Very good. Let me hear from you, Mr. Barton.
Yes, Your Honor, and try and keep it brief. So I've spoken with Miss Clinton in the back, and again, I think from our meetings, you are aware of what has been troubling her that is outside of her control, involving her child. So, Your Honor, this is actually it's a lot larger than I even understood at the time yesterday, because I went back and did a little research myself. So this has been it's obviously weighing on her. She also indicated to me, Your Honor, without giving too much, but she did allow me to divulge that she has been going through what she would declare as severe depression issues as of recently, partly because of the issue with her son, and partly because of the location of which she is. Not that she has a problem with the people there, it's just the situation in which she's in, coupled with the medication. I think we've talked about her having medication issues. So I think she's going back now to have a new evaluation. She's going to get the psych eval. So we've already discussed those things. The only thing, Your Honor, that we were concerned with, and, we talked about this again, is the possibility of her having to serve jail time under these conditions, again, dealing with what she's dealing with her child. So with that, Your Honor, we would respectfully ask anything that the court would be willing to do to help her with this process in lieu of jail time, that would be appreciated. Thank you.
All right, thank you. Ms. Rogers, I'll allow you to go, and then I'll hear from Ms. Clinton. And let me just say this, Ms. Clinton, I'll hear from you. I understand that you're having issues with your son and things of that nature. But Ms. Clinton, week after week, hearing after hearing, I ask problems, issues, concerns. You have contact with Ms. Taylor, problems, issues, concerns. You have contact with your therapist. None of these things that you're now raising after you've used have been brought to the attention of any of the people that are in your corner and that are working with you. And so it's kind of like, I said it in staffing. Yes.
I got an update I forgot to tell you.
Yes, give me an update.
I did want to kind of briefly put out there that we did discuss in staffing that part of the concern with the relapse was that you have resources right in the facility that you fail to utilize, as well as you have weekly sessions with your therapist. And then I did speak with the therapist who said that Ms. Clinton actually had a scheduled med review last Thursday, which would have been February 17th, 2022, that she missed. So when the conversation comes up about her maybe requesting updated medication review. You had one a week ago that was missed. They contacted her, they left a voicemail. So when I spoke with the therapist yesterday, she did say that she's going to schedule another one for Ms. Clinton this week.
Okay, very good. Thank you for that update. And Mr. Burton, and I really appreciate that update because that adds to where I am with respect to whether or not you're going to be sanctioned and what that sanction will look like. Because you had all of these resources available to you. Not one time did you say, hey, I'm having a hard time or anything. So you don't get to create a crisis and then respond to it inappropriately. And then on the back end, tell everybody, oh, I had a problem. You created the crisis. How did you create it? You didn't reach out to, you had Miss Taylor, you had the staff at Lake Ridge, you had your therapist, you had the court, you had the attorneys, you had so many resources available to you, and you didn't use any of them. You didn't use any of them, not one time. If you had said to anybody at Lake Ridge, I'm struggling, I guarantee you they wouldn't have let you walk to that store where you then met someone and then you spiraled from there. They would not have. They would have said to you, Ms. Clinton, no, you can't go to the store. What do you need? We'll get it for you or you're gonna have to do without it.
Right. I understand, but I saw my fault, but it's not my relation to tell you about it.
I can't hear you. I'm sorry. Speak. Yeah, if you could.
No, Judge, I completely understand it. It is all my fault. I take full responsibility of it. I don't blame anybody but myself. I don't think that's what I'm trying to make a crisis.
Oh, no. I didn't think that you were blaming, and I appreciate you. Let me say, and I should have started out with that. I appreciate you being honest with Miss Taylor, not making her jump through hoops and all of that, those things. I also appreciate the fact that you brought something to our attention that maybe we need to do differently with respect to individuals who progress to higher levels with some freedoms at our third-party providers and testing. Because there's some question about whether or not there was more than one use. And so, and was there more than one use?
No, ma'am.
Okay. All right. That's not what the test results, based on what you've said and what the test results show, that's not, they don't add up. There would have to be more than one use, but be that as it may, I appreciate you at least being honest on that part. You're not being honest about the multiple use. I'm just gonna tell you, it doesn't add up. You indicated that you used the day that you used, your test result came back positive before the date that you indicated that you used. And so there's no way there could just be one use.
It is all one use. I don't know why there was drops in between there. It all should have been dirt.
No. You're not hearing what I'm saying.
Okay.
Prior to the date that you told Miss Taylor that you used, you had a positive screen.
Yeah, on that Monday.
You can't
I don't
test.
know if I had a
Hold on,
positive
Miss
or
Clinton.
not.
You're not listening. You cannot test positive before your use unless you were using.
I used before the 16th. I did.
That's not what you told Miss Taylor.
Oh, well,
Miss Taylor takes notes and she pays attention, and so does this court.
Right, it was that week though, it was like a couple days before.
That's not what you told Miss Taylor.
That's who I did tell her Pastor. And I was like, 'cause I talked to Pastor last night.
No. I'm talking about what you told Miss Taylor.
I told Miss Taylor that I used on the 16th, correct?
There you go.
Okay, I see what you're saying.
Yes, I'm clear.
Right,
I am.
get it.
I'm not confused about the facts at all.
That's my fault.
So you weren't honest with Miss Taylor.
I was honest with you, I did use.
You weren't honest about when you used.
Yes, I didn't tell, I don't remember the date.
I think that, if I can interrupt, Ms. Clinton, when I spoke with you, you kept emphasizing, I went to the gas station on Wednesday, the 16th. You kept saying Wednesday, the 16th. This positive screen was collected on Saturday, the 12th. So those are two different days spaced out apart, and you kept emphasizing Wednesday. You never said any prior use
Where
before
did
that.
this 12 drop come from, Jan?
Lake Ridge.
But they never told me about 12.
You tested on the 12th. That's when it says it was, the collection date was on February 12th.
Yeah, no, I'm not understanding that. There's not a reason.
All right. Ms. Rogers, let me hear from you.
Yes, thank you, Judge. First, I want to say I'm very disappointed that we have to do this hearing, that we're all here today. Because Ms. Clinton was doing very well. Lake Ridge speaks of her very highly. She has been somewhat transparent and honest with the court and has been doing well. And I'm very sorry to hear that her issues with her son and her family. But really, of course, you cannot be testing positive for cocaine. But the bigger issue is that she's not using all the resources that are at her disposal around her. And mostly why that's the biggest issue is because this program is trying to get you ready for post specialty court life. And if you aren't using your resources and everything around you when you're in specialty court and it's all right there for you and you've made connections with people, what will happen when you're not in specialty court? Because coupled with not with at least one positive screen, and there could have been more than one use, but we're not sure about that. And then also not using any of her resources and not reaching out to Lake Ridge or not reaching out to Miss Taylor or the court itself. I am asking for 2 days in Wayne County Jail due to these violations.
All right. Let me hear from Mr. Barton. Is there anything, that's the prosecutor's recommendation. Ms. Taylor, I don't think I got your recommendation, and then Mr. Barton, I'll get your recommendation.
All right, Judge, as we discussed, the recommendations for Ms. Clinton were that she do participate in a new medication review. If recommended by her mental health team, that she complete an updated psychological evaluation. The other recommendation was that she begin her mental health sessions in person instead of over the telephone or telehealth. She will receive restrictions at Lake Ridge to where she cannot leave the facility unless it is to go to her in-person therapy sessions, and then punitive to depend on what the other recommendations were.
All right, thank you. Mr. Barton?
Yes, Your Honor. Prior to our meeting, I think I had an understanding. I think now I haven't spoken with Ms. Clinton, and I understand where you guys are coming from as far as we don't want to allow her son's situation to be an excuse, and obviously, you know, I'm a no-nonsense person as well. But I think based on what she said to me, Your Honor, I should express it. It's a very isolating feeling that she's going through with this situation with her son, coupled with her own situation, Your Honor. So while I do understand she should have reached out, and again, we're setting her up to have post mental health court sustainability, excuse me. I get that, but I think this was just, you know, I say a bridge too far at the moment for her. And so with that said, I don't want to waste the court's time, but I want to at least elocute that this particular thing is unprecedented. It's a situation where she felt, and I don't want to put too much of information away, but that other people may have been judging her based on her son's actions, and it was hard for her to speak on certain things because she felt that judgment was happening. But anyway, Your Honor, with that said, I just would ask, worst case, if you were to go with the prosecutor's recommendation, that you would do so in abeyance, Your Honor.
All right, thank you. Ms. Clinton, is there anything else that you would like the court to consider before I make a determination?
No, I apologize.
Okay.
I apologize.
And I know, Ms. Clinton, you know, we've been down this road a couple of times, and that's a part of recovery. My concern is you did not utilize any of the resources that were available to you, despite all of the resources that were available. Nobody knew what was going on with you. Nobody. You didn't tell one person, but you took the time to go and encounter, and then, you know, you spiraled, you got off track. And so I indicated in staffing on yesterday, my sanction is not because of the use, because I understand that that's a part of recovery. That's not my sanction. It's not because of the use. My sanction is because you were not truthful, first of all, with Ms. Taylor about when you used. And then, but you were truthful about the fact that you did use. And then the second part of my sanction is because when we have inundated you with resources right at your fingertips, literally available to you 24 hours a day, and you don't utilize them, then that's a huge problem. And that's why I'm issuing a sanction today. Not because you used, we're here to help you with that piece of it. But there were some things that you should have done and could have done, and you just didn't do it. And so, Ms. Taylor, I am going to agree with you with respect to your recommendation that going forward, she has in-person sessions. And this is not sanctioned, this is just a therapeutic adjustment. She'll have in-person sessions for her with respect to the services that she receives. She will also undergo a medication review. She'll get a new evaluation, psych evaluation that we talked about. In addition, when she returns to Lake Ridge, she will be subjected to testing a minimum of 3 times per week, and it will be random. We'll start off with 3 times, and it'll be random. I am also going to issue a sanction on today, Ms. Clinton. You are going to go to the Wayne County Jail today. You will come back to us on Thursday, which is tomorrow. So you will go for 1 day. And while you are there, I need you to think about, Ms. Clinton, the resources that are available to you and all of the help that we're trying to give you, and utilize it. Utilize it. Utilize it. I'm not hearing about you. When you're in these sessions with me and I ask, are there issues, even if you can't say it or you don't want to share it in the Zoom courtroom, that's fine. But you know that Ms. Taylor is there. She can always come and speak to me, sidebar, or we can go into a breakout room. I mean, there are so many ways to do this. But today to come in, or yesterday in staffing, for me to hear about all of these issues, when every time you come before me, are there any issues? Anything you'd like the court to address? Anything you want to share with the court? No, everything's fine. I can't let you create a crisis and then respond to it inappropriately. So I'm not going to send you to 2 days. I'm going to send you 1. The order should say that she is to be dressed out and returned to 36th District Court on tomorrow, which is February 24th, 2022 at 8:30 a.m. And that's the court's decision. All right. Thank you, Ms. Rogers. Thank you, Attorney Barnes.
Thank you, Judge.
Thank you, Ms. Taylor. All right, very good. All right, I am ready. I am now going to call the cases where, Ms. Mack, if you could give me the files for those who are represented by counsel with the attorney's name on it so I know who's who. And I am going to call those cases. Today is the 23rd. Good morning. I'm so sorry. I'm in it. Heavy. Yes. All right. Yes, ma'am, you did. All right, I'm going to start with Mr. Otto. Are the parties ready on Otto?
Thank you, Attorney Dallo. I am here. I think Mr. Atu is here, and we also have the sign language interpreter.
All right, wonderful. Counsel, you're fading in and out. And so let me have the court reporter, if you could bring Mr. Atto. Is it Atu?
Atu is good, Your Honor.
Atu, okay. If you could bring Mr. Atu back into the courtroom along with the sign language interpreter, that would be great.
There, I see the interpreter. And
Hi. All right, he should be coming. There he is. All
go.
right, let me start off first by swearing in the interpreter. Please raise your right hand. Do you swear or affirm that you will interpret the words spoken by the parties in today's matter, that you will do so completely and accurately without any additions or deletions, so help you God.
Yes, ma'am.
Thank you. Please state your name as well as your qualifications.
My name is Rebecca Kenzie, Rebekah Henze. I am a nationally certified sign language interpreter, and I am endorsed level 3 in the state of Michigan, which permits me to work in the courtroom.
Thank you so much. All right, I am ready to call the case at this time. I have case number U603-58521. Counsel, your appearance.
You want defense attorney to go first?
Yes, please. Oh, I'm sorry. Mr. Rosenthal, are you on?
Yes, Your Honor. Do you,
Okay.
Good morning, Matthew Rosenthal for the people, P8 84807.
Good morning,
Thank
Your
you,
Honor.
defense counsel.
Thank you, and good morning to you, Your Honor. May it please this honorable court. My name is Jay Dallow. I appear on behalf and with Mr. Laith Atu. We appear via video, Your Honor. We have no objections as to any and all defects as related to video. Is that right, Mr. Atu?
Uh-oh, is he frozen?
I think he's
Mr.
frozen.
Atu? Uh-oh, he's frozen.
And Your Honor, right after this one, I have a civil infraction. I have a traffic ticket matter on Ahmed. If I could just go back to back and then I'll be done.
No problem.
Thank you so much.
Let's see.
Yeah,
Let's
no,
see if we could get Mr. Maybe he's gonna
There
come
he
back.
is.
in.
There he is. Okay.
All right. Madam Interpreter, can repeat that.
Can you see me?
All
Okay,
right.
now. Okay.
He's okay
Good.
with video?
Are you accept video Zoom court, right? You accept?
For today?
Yeah.
Yeah, all right, thank you.
I have Zoom. You accept to continue on Zoom today? Yes.
Yeah, thank you. And Mr. Atto, can you please state your full name for the record?
Are you asking me my name? Yes, my name is Laith, Laith. Last name Atto, Atto.
Thank you, Mr. Atto. Your Honor, today's the date and time set for, I believe, a pre-trial in this matter. I've had the opportunity to speak with APA Rosenthal. If we're able to resolve the matter, of course, we'll let you know, but I think we'd like to set it for trial, please, with perhaps a final pretrial date, if you do it that way, Your Honor.
Okay, counsel, what type of trial are you requesting?
It would be an in-person jury trial.
I'm sorry, say that again.
That would be an in-person jury trial, Your Honor. Live.
Okay, I need you to call and get a date for me for the jury trial. Okay, counsel, we'll have to wait for a second to get a date from trial management to make sure we have a date that works for everyone. And please keep in mind for all of the parties that my jury trial dates are my dates. You cannot stipulate to change them, and that the parties should be prepared to proceed on that trial date. Give me just 1 second. All right. All right. Council, are you ready to proceed as to Ayman Ali?
I'm sorry.
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, very good. Council, I'm sorry, they had me muted. On Mr. Atu, I'm gonna have to recall it. I need to get a jury date, and they have not given me that date yet. I'll get it. It's just gonna take a moment, okay?
Okay, were we able to handle the ticket matter on Mr. Ahmed?
Yes, I'll come back to it. I'll come,
Right.
you have to wait anyways for your client. Okay, I'll come back to it.
All right.
I was on mute, and so I said all of those things, and unfortunately, you all didn't hear me.
Yeah, I'm sorry, I didn't hear anything.
All right, that's okay. All right, let's do it. I'm ready on Ayman Ali. Counsel, where's your client?
I'm waiving his presence. It's just a civil infraction.
Okay, wonderful. Let me call the case. Give me 1 second. I have case number C 550272 One, counsel, your appearance.
For the record, Ziad Nicholas Abu Zaid, P69447, on behalf of the defendant. Judge, today's the date and time set for a formal hearing in this matter. I believe there is no officer present. It was scheduled at 9:30. It is now 10:51. I would make a motion to dismiss.
All right, thank you. I'm looking to see Ms. Mack, did any officers check in?
No, ma'am.
All right, then, Mr. Rosenthal, it is scheduled today for a formal hearing. I am granting the motion. I'm going to dismiss this matter without prejudice. Thank you for your patience, counsel. And of course, the people are at liberty to reissue should they choose to do so.
Thank you, Your Honor. Have a
Okay.
beautiful day, everyone. Thank you.
All right, you do the same. Thank you for your patience. Thank you. All right. Mr. Tompkins, are you ready on your client?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, wonderful. I have the following. Is your client present?
He's waiting in your waiting room.
I don't have a waiting room.
It says, the host will let you in soon. Judge Shannon A. Holmes, personal meeting room.
Yes,
He's
I don't have
texted
the
me.
waiting room on. So, Ms.
Oh,
Wilson, can you figure out what's going on?
well, I'd ask if Attorney Rosenthal will agree to waive his presence at this time then and allow me to enter a plea on his behalf, if the court will
Not
allow
for
that.
misdemeanor. I'm not able to do that. I'm not
Okay.
able to do that. I'm sorry. And so if your client could hang up and try to come back in again.
I'll text him right
that
now.
would be great.
Okay.
Okay, wonderful. While he's doing that, counsel, Dallo, you had another case that you wanted the court to call. Could you give me the name on that one?
That's right, Your Honor. Name is Ahmed on that, A-H-M-A-D. Mr. Rosenthal, I think you've got the number. I'm actually covering for Mr. Greg Sheena, Attorney Greg Sheena, who asked me to cover for him.
Okay,
Yes.
counsel, can you spell your client's I'm sorry, can you spell your client's last name again, please?
Do you have that, Mr. Rosenthal?
What was
I'm
the last
covering.
name again? I'm sorry.
It's Ahmed. Remember that ticket we were talking about?
Okay, yep.
Yeah.
Yep, just let me find it on the docket real quick.
sure.
Sorry, Your Honor.
That's okay. Mr. Rosenthal, if the officer, is the officer on that ticket here on
Yes,
that?
the officer has checked in. Counsel, did you check in with my clerk on this case?
No, I was in a breakout with Mr. Rosenthal, and then Greg Sheena.
Okay, yes,
Greg Sheena
that's
asked
why
me to-
we're
And then
having a little bit. Okay.
Your Honor, if I
have
may,
it.
it's just 3 names above, okay, on the first page.
I have it. Yes, and so are you all ready to proceed? This matter is scheduled today for a formal hearing, and the officer is present.
Yes, Your Honor. Thank you. My name is Jay
Are you
Dow.
all ready to proceed? Let me place the case number on the record. I have case number SP 124-94261. Counsel, let's just do defense counsel. We know Mr. Rosenthal is here representing the people on this morning. Counsel, your appearance.
Your Honor, thank you again. My name is Jay Dallow, covering for Attorney Greg Sheena, who is the attorney of record. He asked me to cover for him today on this traffic matter. I had an opportunity to speak with Mr. Rosenthal. We do have an agreement to dismiss the original charge and amend it to impeding traffic, Your Honor.
Okay, thank you. Counsel, and based on the face of the charge, your client, are you indicating that your client was in fact going 11 to 15 miles per hour over the posted speed?
I think based on the new charge, we would be admitting to.
I would be amending it to the new, I would amend it to the new charge, yes.
Yes, thank you.
But for purposes of the face of the ticket, are you indicating that this is in fact what happened?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right.
I believe,
I'm
Your
going to
Honor, the
accept
charge.
plea.
Oh,
Is
yeah,
the original charge under limited access, Your Honor, or straight speed? Limited access, correct?
It says 11 to 15 miles per hour over posted speed.
Okay, well, that's fine, Your Honor. I had it under limited access, so it's fine. Thank you, Your Honor.
All right, very good. I'm accepting the plea of responsible. I'm amending the charge to blockading traffic. I am assessing the fine in the amount of $175. And how quickly can your client get that paid, counsel?
We would ask for 2 weeks, Your Honor.
All right, wonderful. Oh, my calendar is wrong over there. So get it paid by March 9th, 2022. I'm putting it on my docket for 10:30 a.m. As long as he gets it paid, he does not have to appear. The matter will be closed, okay?
That's great. Thank you.
All right, thank you. Mr. Tompkins, are you now ready on your matter?
My client is trying to log in. I actually have a photo that he sent to me where it says, where is he? Is he there? He's just
Okay,
there.
Ms. Wilson, did you enact a waiting room? Because I don't have it. I've disabled the waiting room on my end.
There is no waiting room.
Right,
I told him
I don't have a waiting room.
Your Honor, I asked him to turn off Zoom and try to get back on.
What is
It
his
might
name?
say Hashemi instead of Ardestani. There he is. There he is. Oh,
Yeah.
and he's gone again. He was there for a half a second. Did you see him?
No, I see.
There he is. I see him right there. Mr.
Okay.
Ardestani.
Yes.
There he is. All right, wonderful.
Thank you.
Good morning.
Yes, ma'am, I have it. Thank you. All right, I'm going to call the case at this time. I have the following. I have case numbers U599-90421 and case number U620-62121. Counsel, your name for the record, your appearance?
Seth Tompkins
defense.
appearing. I'm sorry, Seth Tompkins appearing on behalf of the defendant, and Mr. Ardestani is with me presently.
All right, thank you, Mr. Ardestani. Please state your full name for the record.
Good morning, Your Honor. My first name is Abdullah. My last name is Hashemi Ardestani.
Thank you, sir, and good morning to you. All right, counsel, how are we proceeding?
I spoke to the city attorney today, and we'd like to enter a plea of not guilty and schedule a pretrial hearing in this matter. I believe that this will be settled prior to a trial, but I needed to get some information to Mr. Rosenthal and talk to him.
All right, thank you, counsel. I will enter a not guilty plea for your client as to both matters. I will set this matter for pretrial. The pretrial will take place on, let's do February 28th.
Your Honor, I'm sorry. I have 2 other hearings that morning, unless we can do it that afternoon. I don't know what your docket's like. I'm sorry.
No, I can do it in the afternoon on a Friday. So you want to do March 4th?
That would be great. Yeah.
Okay, let's do the pretrial on March 4th, 2022, and that would be at 1:30 p.m. Okay?
Yes, madam.
And the
Thank you
bond
so
will be a
much.
personal bond as to both matters.
I appreciate it. It's good to see you, Your Honor.
Likewise, thank you, counsel. Take care. And
Have a
thank you,
great
sir.
day.
Have a good day. All right.
Yes.
Have we gotten that
Ma'am.
trial date back?
No, I'm still waiting, Judge. He's not here. I'm waiting on a response, an email or a phone call.
Okay, can
Your
you
Honor,
let them know that?
if I may,
Yeah,
Your Honor, if I may,
One
Your Honor,
second, counsel.
I have an 11
1
o'clock.
second, counsel.
Okay.
1 second. We have a retained counsel waiting, so if you could just let them know. Yes, counsel, go right ahead.
Your Honor, thank you. I have an 11 o'clock appointment that I have to go to right now. It's a virtual appointment that I must attend.
Okay.
Can we just receive a notice via email of the court date? And if I need to since I'm not able to consult with you regarding the court date now, is it okay to modify it if I need to? I know you said no stipulations.
That's an issue, because once we have a court date, because of the operations of the court,
Yeah.
I need to stick with that court date. And so why don't
All
you
right.
go to your appointment and you can come back? I'll be here. I have to leave at 12:30. I have to break, and then I'll come back at 1:30.
You got it. Thank
Okay?
you so much. Yep. Thank you.
All right. So you want your client to just dial back in, and you want to tell him how long, or?
Yeah. Mr. Otto, you can dial back in. We will contact your daughter. We'll contact you and your daughter to let you know when to log back in so we can get a court date.
Your Honor,
All right,
that's a
thank
problem
you.
for the sign language interpreter because I have other clients.
Okay, so council, we'll get the date, and then Mr. Otto does not have to come back on. He can communicate with the daughter, okay?
Okay, he
All
says,
right.
okay, good.
All
Okay,
right.
thank you. I'm
All
very
right,
sorry,
thank
Your Honor.
you.
No problem. Have
No,
a good
thank
day.
you so much. I appreciate you. You do the same.
All right, talk to you soon.
All right, you too. All right, do we have any other retained counsel cases? If not, if you have not spoken with an attorney, I need you to raise your hand so we can get you in a breakout room. This is why I don't bring people back earlier, because now I don't know who's who. I
I'm
like to
sorry,
clean the
Judge.
courtroom out first and then bring people in, so I know who's been serviced and who's not been serviced.
You can call me out, Judge, by name. That was my fault,
Is
Judge.
that you? Oh, that was you, okay. All right, let me say this, Mr. Wells, I don't know if Mr. Wells can hear me. Mr. Wells, I'm gonna see you next week. I've already put your case off, I can't go backwards. All right. Mr. Fikens, let's do it. Who do we have up first?
Judge, the first person we have up is Salam Abdel Karim. Unmute
I'm
yourself,
sorry.
please.
Oh, there you go.
Abdel Karim.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon, ma'am. It's not afternoon yet. It's
Not,
still
you're
morning.
right.
Don't
It
do that.
is still very morning. Good morning.
Yes.
Very
All
much
right, you
morning.
scared me. I'm like, oh my goodness.
No,
All right, I have the
I've been up for
following
too
for you.
long.
SP 109-419-21. Ma'am, please state your name for the record.
Salam Abdel Karim.
Thank you so much. Counsel, how are we proceeding?
Judge, after speaking with my client, the city attorney, there's a recommendation, if she pleads guilty to not having a valid license, the court would consider reducing that charge to fail to display and consider dismissing counts 2 and 3.
All right, counsel, why is it that I only have one matter on my docket unless it's in another place? I only read one case into the record. Why don't I have counts 1, 2, and 3?
They're scheduled somewhere else on the
Oh,
docket.
I see one at 8:30,
And one at 9:30.
one at 9:30, and then where's the other one? She has 3.
The count 3 is a civil infraction.
So it's
in
probably a
default.
default?
Yes,
Okay, all right, very good. I need to also place on the record case number SP 109-4192 and count 2 and count 3. All right, counsel. Let me have your client, ma'am, please raise your right hand. Do you swear or affirm that the testimony you're about to give will be the truth and nothing but the truth? So help you God.
I do, yes.
Thank you. You may place your hand down. Mr. Fikes, you may proceed.
Thank you, Your Honor. Ma'am, you understand that in these matters, you have a right to a trial and formal hearing, correct?
Correct.
And you wish to waive that right and enter a guilty plea on one of the matters today, correct?
Correct.
Are you doing so freely and voluntarily?
Yes, sir.
Has anyone forced you into doing this or promised you anything to get you to plead guilty today?
No, sir.
Your Honor, I'm
Keep your
satisfied.
voice up for me, ma'am. I have to be able to hear you,
No,
okay?
sir, sorry.
I'm satisfied, Your Honor, as to her constitutional waiver. May I do a factual basis?
Yes, you may.
Ma'am, on the date and time of the citation, were you operating a motor vehicle in the city of Detroit?
I was, yes.
And when stopped by a police officer and asked to produce a valid license, your license was not valid at that time, correct?
Correct.
I'm satisfied, Your Honor.
I'm satisfied as well. I'll accept your plea of guilty. I'm amending the charge to failure to display a valid operator's license. The remaining charges will be dismissed upon payment of your fines and costs. Mr. Fikens, anything else for this court?
Judge, just very quickly, she's a student right now, Your Honor. I believe she's going for a final, in fact, in just a couple minutes. So she might need a little time to pay. I just wanted to let the court know, because she was under some time guidelines, all the gentlemen and the lady in the breakout room said that she could go first. And I think that was very respectful and very nice of all the gentlemen.
Thank you.
Sometimes, and the Miss Armstrong too, but we just appreciate that. And I wanted to point that out, Judge.
All right, wonderful. How much time will your client need to pay?
Just until the 1st.
Until the 1st? Okay. What are you studying in school?
It's my final semester. I'm in nursing school.
Oh, y'all better be nice to her, ma'am, because yeah, I'm scared.
That's how I found out about this ticket. That background check.
Oh, okay, all right. So
Yeah.
here's what I'm going to do, ma'am. I am going to assess our costs at $195. I'll assess the fine at $25. I am going to give you until, which is the total amount being assessed today is $220. And so I am going to give you until you set the 1st. Let's do it, get it paid. I'll do March 11th. I'll put it on the docket for March 11th, 2022 at 10:30 a.m. As long as you get it paid, you don't have to come back. It'll be, you're in good shape, okay? You don't have to come back.
Sounds good.
Okay, but
All
make
right.
sure you get it paid. If you don't, for some reason, get it paid, by all means, do come back, okay?
Okay, for sure. Thank you so much. And thank you to
All right.
everyone.
All right, you're very welcome. And thank you to the nice people that were in the breakout
Yes,
room
for
with you.
sure. Thank you guys.
All right. All right, very good. Yes, ma'am. I'm doing. Dismissing.
Today.
I don't want anybody to know. I want anybody. All right, very good. Mr. Fikens, who do we have up next?
Judge, next is Mr. Ahmed Al-Haq. Mr. Al-Haq, unmute yourself, please.
Here you go. Thank you. All right, you're very welcome. Thank you. All right, I am ready. I have the following for Mr. Al-Haq, SP 121-26511. Sir, tell me your full name, please.
Ahmed Al-Haq.
Thank you and good morning to you.
Good morning, man.
All right, Mr. Fikens, how are we proceeding?
Your Honor, because this incident occurred really by his brother, Mr. Al-Haq owns a small towing service. His brother did fix a matter, paid some tickets. The city is willing to dismiss based on prior pleas of his brother. And so we join in that recommendation, Your Honor, stipulate the probable cause.
All right, now, Mr. Fikens, there were two matters issued. One is a civil infraction, and of course, it's in default. Can you check to see if this one was paid? Did his brother pay this one? And so you're saying the city is agreeing to dismiss, but are they agreeing to dismiss both? Or?
All I had, Your Honor, was the failure to secure a load. I did not have the civil infraction.
Yes, there's a civil infraction attached to it. Let's get Ms. Mack to look it up and see.
It has not been paid.
Oh.
Never adjudicated, Judge.
Okay, thank you. Let me get that back. So, Mr. Fikens, was your understanding that the matters that were assessed on that day would be dismissed?
Well, that was my understanding, although in all honesty, I did not report that ticket to Mr. Rosenthal. I would imagine, I can only say that it'd only be given experience that he would be okay with that, but if necessary, Judge, we can hold off and maybe talk to Mr. Rosenthal.
Counsel, I'm satisfied. It happened on the same day. You
It did.
indicated that there was reason given and the people indicated that they would dismiss. I'm going to dismiss both without prejudice. Thank you. Thank you for your patience today, Mr. Alhop.
Thank you so much, Your Honor.
All right, take care. Let's go to the next matter. Who do you have ready?
Mr. Adnan Ali.
Okay,
Yes, sir.
I have the following matter for Mr. Ali, SP 117-51981. Mr. Ali, state your full name.
Adnan Ali.
Thank you and good morning to you, sir.
Good morning, Your Honor.
His name is close to another case that you gave me. All right. All right, how are we proceeding, Mr. Fikens?
Judge, because Mr. Ali showed compliance, Your Honor, there's a recommendation to dismiss. We join in that recommendation and we stipulate the probable cause.
Thank you. All right, the matter is dismissed without prejudice. Thank you for your patience, Mr. Ali.
Thank you, ma'am.
All right. Okay, Mr. Fikens, who do we have up next?
Dejan Austin. Or
Mr.
Gary
Austin
Al-
does not have his camera on. Who do we have up next?
The camera, it turned itself off. It said the host
Okay.
disconnected the camera.
Oh, then you must have been moving around and doing some stuff. All right, I need to find Mr. Austin on the docket.
It's Alston, Judge, Alston.
Austin, okay, thank you, thank you. I have it. I have case number SP 120-04311. Mr. Austin, state your full name for me, please.
Dejan Wesley Austin.
All right, good morning to you, sir.
Good morning, man.
All right, how are we proceeding, Mr. Fikens?
Your Honor, because Mr. Alston obtained his license, got all of his issues taken care of, Judge, as a recommendation to dismiss. We join in that recommendation, stipulate the probable cause.
All right, very good. Mr. Austin has a civil infraction for tinted windows that's in default. Did he pay that one?
Mr. Alston, did you
The
pay?
ticket number is P 1199463.
I don't have. All I
He
have
paid it.
is.
All right, so it's been paid. It's already been paid, Mr. Austin. So I am going to dismiss the other matter and you are in great shape. Enjoy the rest of your day, okay?
Thank you. You enjoy yours as well.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you. All right, thank you.
Thank you.
Mr. Fikens, who do we have up next?
Gary Alls, Alls.
Okay,
He's sideways now, but he's,
come on, Mr. Alls. All right, I have the following for Gary Alls. I have case number U993-71413. Okay. Now, you know that was Bruno. Don't do that. All right, Mr. Alls, state your full name for me, please.
Lorenzo Alls.
Thank you, and good morning to you, Mr. Alls.
Good morning.
Okay,
Your
Mr.
Honor.
Fikens, how are we proceeding?
as to the matter that the court called, there's a recommendation to dismiss because of age. We join in that recommendation and stipulate the probable cause, although I do have another matter that Mr. Alls would like to take care of today.
All right, I'm dismissing the matter that the court just read into the record. That would be the use of a loudspeaker without permission. Nope, that's not that one.
Yes, it is.
Yes, it is. Yes, it is. All right, what else do you have, Mr. Fikens?
Judge, there's a ticket SP 12379581. It is scheduled before you on May 22nd for an arraignment, and Mr. Alls would like to take care of that today with the court's permission.
Yes, Ms. Mack, can you print out the ROA on that particular case and add him to my docket? Since he's here, we might as well get you squared away. How about that?
Thank
All right. All right, wonderful. All right. I do have case SP 123-79581 for Gary Alt, charged with driving while license suspended. Mr. Fikens, how do you wish to proceed? Today,
Judge,
this would be the arraignment.
Thank you, Judge. There is a recommendation from the people that if he pleads guilty to that matter, they would ask the court to reduce the charge to improper plates, and we would join in that recommendation.
All right, Mr. Oz, do you wish to take advantage of that offer?
Yeah.
Thank you. Please raise your right hand. Do you swear or affirm that the testimony you're about to give will be the truth and nothing but the truth? So help you God.
I do.
Thank you. You may place your hand down. You may proceed, Mr. Fikens.
Thank you, Your Honor. Sir, you understand that in this matter, you have a right to a trial, correct?
Yes.
And you wish to waive that right and enter a guilty plea today, correct?
Yes.
Are you making this decision freely and voluntarily?
Yes.
Has anyone forced you into doing this or promised anything to get you to plead guilty today?
No.
Your Honor, I'm satisfied as to his constitutional waiver. May I do a factual basis?
Yes, you may.
Sir, on the date and time of this incident back in 2021, were you operating a motor vehicle in the city of Detroit?
Yes.
And when stopped by a police officer and asked to produce a valid license, you could not do so because your license was suspended, correct?
Correct.
I'm satisfied, Your Honor.
I'm satisfied as well. I'll accept your plea of guilty. I'll amend the charge to improper plates. Mr. Fikens, I'm ready for sentencing.
Judge, I know I say this a lot about people, but Mr. Alls is trying to get his license back. He's working on that hard. And because he took care of it at an arraignment stage, the city was willing to go to with improper plates to aid in that transition for him to get his license back. We thank the city for that help in that regard. And I want to put that on the record. So Mr. Alls is doing what he can. And I just ask the court to take that into consideration.
I certainly will. Thank you, Mr. Fikens. And that's always information that I want to know, because when people are trying to get themselves together, we certainly want to encourage them to do that. And so, Mr. Alls, I do have to assess our costs in the amount of $195. The fine will be $25. The total amount assessed today and owed is $220. How quickly can you get that paid, Mr. Alls?
I can go down and do it tomorrow morning.
You can do it tomorrow? All right, I'm gonna put you back on my docket for Friday. Friday is the 18th. No, it's not. It's the 25th. It's the 25th. Friday is the 25th of February. I will put you on for 10:30 a.m. As long as you get it paid. You do not have to come back. We'll close it out, okay?
Okay, thank you.
All right, thank you for your patience this morning. I appreciate it.
Okay, you're welcome.
Thank you,
All right,
Judge.
take care. All right, who do we have up next, Mr. Fikens?
I believe she's on the iPhone, Shaniqua Armstrong.
Ms. Armstrong?
Yes.
Okay, good morning to you.
Good morning.
I have the following matters for you. I have case number SP 107-9412, counts 1 and 2. State your full name for me, ma'am.
Shaniqua Armstrong.
All right, thank you. Mr. Fikens, how are we proceeding?
Thank you, Your Honor. There is a recommendation from the people that if she pleads guilty to the count 1 of driver license expired, the court would consider reducing that to fail to display and dismiss the other 2 matters.
All right. All right, so count 1, she's going to plead to, and then the remaining matters would be dismissed.
Yes,
And
Your Honor.
count 1, you said is getting amended, is that correct?
Correct, Your Honor, to fail to display.
All right. Wonderful, thank you. Ma'am, please raise your right hand. Do you swear or affirm that the testimony you're about to give will be the truth and nothing but the truth? So help you God.
Yes.
Thank you. You may place your hand down. Mr. Fikens, you may proceed.
Thank you, Your Honor. Ma'am, you understand that in these matters, you have a right to a trial, correct?
Yes.
And you wish to waive that right and enter a guilty plea on one of the matters today, correct?
Yes.
Are you making this decision freely and voluntarily?
Yes.
Has anyone forced you into making this decision or promised anything to get you to plead guilty today?
No.
Your Honor, I'm satisfied as to her constitutional waiver. May I do a factual basis?
Yes, you may.
Thank you. Ma'am, on the date and time of this incident, were you operating a motor vehicle in the city of Detroit?
Yes.
And when stopped by a police officer on that day and asked to produce a valid license, your license was expired, correct?
Correct.
I'm satisfied, Your Honor.
I'm satisfied as well. I'll accept your plea of guilty. I'm amending the charge to failure to display a valid operator's license. And I will adjourn for dismissal the remaining two matters, and they will be dismissed as soon as you pay your fines and costs in full. Mr. Fikens, as to sentencing.
Yes, Judge, she did come down to 36th District because she wanted to take care of these matters. She was given this date for an arraignment on a bench warrant because she had missed an earlier date. We apologize for that, Your Honor. It wasn't reflective of her desire to want to do the right thing and get her license back, which she's trying to do. And I just asked the court to get it. You can hear her children in the background agreeing with that recommendation.
Okay, yes. All right, very good. That's okay. I am going to assess the cost at $200. I'll assess the fine at $25. And then I know that this is an arraignment on the bench warrant. And so, counsel, what I'm going to do is I'll waive warrant costs.
Thank you,
And
Judge.
so how quickly can you get this paid? Ms. Armstrong?
Like about 2 weeks.
All right. I am going to have you pay this I'll schedule it for March. Let's go ahead and do March 18th. March 18th, 2022 at 10:30 a.m. Get it paid before that date. As long as you get it paid, you don't have to come back to court. Your other two matters will be dismissed and this matter will be closed out, okay?
Okay, thank you.
All right, thank you, ma'am, for your patience.
Thank you, Your Honor.
You're welcome. Thank you.
Yes. All right, who do we have up next, Mr. Fikens?
That completes the clients I talked to, Judge.
All right, then can we send in another attorney with their clients? Are you already pulling out KBS? Have you pulled them out?
I think so, but I might have missed a couple people.
Okay.
That's in the breakout room.
All right. Good morning, ma'am. Are you Miss Stevenson? I'm so glad that you came in. All right. Can we let Miss Taylor? No. She is. Oh, okay. Let her know Miss Stevenson is here. Miss Taylor, you heard me call your name.
And then we have, this is Mr. John Allen.
Who's out in the audience?
Yes, he couldn't connect on Zoom with the camera, so that's why he came down.
Okay, can we put him in the breakout room to speak with an attorney?
No, but he does need to go in there.
Okay, Miss, can we use your breakout room very quickly? Your conference room? All right. Mr. Fikens, do you want to go in with Mr. Allen, who's here in the courtroom?
Yes, Judge.
He was one of the gentlemen that was on the phone and did not have Zoom capabilities.
Yes, Your Honor. Thank you.
All right, officer, can we get Mr. Allen to go in and let's get him on so Ms. Wilson can put he and Mr. Fikens in a breakout room?
And Judge, I have an update on that jail.
On the, I'm sorry.
The jail intake.
Yes.
Oh,
Yes, Davis. Okay. And then I see that Demetrius Green joined us. Ms. Green, I'm finished with my specialty court docket. Is that your client? Yeah, Ms. Green, you're gonna have to come on down here, ma'am. I'm finished with my specialty court docket. Why are you getting on so late today? Ms. Taylor called you and everything.
I was still sitting in the waiting room.
In the waiting room?
Yes.
You must have gotten on late, ma'am, because I didn't put on the waiting room until we were at least an hour into our proceedings.
No, I was talking.
Yes, so you must have gotten on late.
No, I didn't. I talked to the young man, the attorney.
So you went in the breakout room with the A's, ma'am. I didn't do that until well after I had started. I was almost finished with my morning docket.
I know.
Ms. Green, you weren't on at 8:30, ma'am. I looked at the whole screen. You weren't on here at 8:30.
Yes, I was. I was talking to the attorney. He talked to me in the breakout room. He told me to hold on.
Talk to you about what? What did he talk to you about? You're in specialty court.
He asked me where I was, and I told him Demetrius Green. He said, "Are you here for review?" And I said, "Yes." He said, "Okay, hold on for a minute, guys, and I'll be right back."
Your Honor.
For which attorney was it, Ms. Green?
Your Honor.
Yes, Ms. Wilson?
Yes, her name was not on her device. And that's why she got
well,
to a
that's a
breakout
problem.
room. And I just got her name when she came out of the breakout room.
Right. Okay. So, Ms. Green, you're gonna have to wait just a minute, and then I won't have you come in, but you got to wait a minute because I'm doing my traffic right now. Give me just a second, and then I'll get you in. Don't go anywhere. I'm gonna get you in sooner than later. Okay.
All right.
Okay. Now get that attitude together. I just told you I'm gonna get your case done. And why you weren't responding to Miss Taylor? Miss Taylor said she was calling you.
Like I said, they pushed me to the breakout room. I put a cell.
No. My question is why you didn't respond to Miss Taylor? She called you. She checked in to see if you were okay.
No, I didn't get no call. I didn't know. I don't answer my phone when they never came up as her name. But I didn't answer my phone. It kept ringing, but I didn't answer because I had to let people know I'm in court.
Okay. All right. Give us a second, okay? Mute your device for me. All right. Okay. Where is she? Miss Green? All right, Miss Green, come on, we're gonna do you very quickly. I have the following for Demetrius Green, case number 200-459-2101. Miss Green, state your full name for the record, please.
Demetrius Green.
All right, Miss Green, you're not smiling today. What's going on with you today?
Nothing, just
You got some
tired.
things going on?
Yes, I do.
You do? Anything you want to talk about? If you don't want to talk about it in court, that you can talk to your case manager about?
No.
Okay, so it's nothing that we can help you with?
No.
All right. Have you been able to stay on track with your program in spite of everything that's going on?
Yes.
All right, very good. Look, I hope that at some point you'll change your mind and share with Ms. Taylor what's going on. We can't help you if we don't know how to. Okay?
Mm-hmm.
Is that a yes?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, very good. How are you doing with working your program, Ms. Green?
I've been okay.
You doing okay?
Yes.
Okay, when is the last time you've been in a session with someone?
I haven't, my therapist is still trying to set it up. Their programmers haven't opened back up yet due to the COVID. So she said she's gonna get back with me once they open back up.
Okay. She needs to be in receiving services. And so Miss Taylor, if you could get with her today, which means make sure you answer Miss Taylor's call, okay? We
Yes,
need to
ma'am.
figure out, we need to get you where you can get services immediately, okay? All right, they should have notified us if there was an issue with providing service. Okay?
Sorry
No, that's
about that.
okay. Were you able to hear me?
No, I didn't.
Okay, I was saying that the provider should have notified us if they're notified the court if there was an issue with providing service.
Okay.
Okay, they should have
Yes, ma'am.
notified us. That's not your fault. That's on them.
Okay.
And so we'll reach out, Ms. Taylor, and because I need her to get connected with services.
Okay.
All right. Have you been doing anything else to work your program?
No. I've been trying
You've not
to
been doing anything else?
I've been trying to find somewhere to do my community service, but I haven't nobody reached out to me yet.
If I can interject, Ms. Green, you're not at that stage yet for community service. Once you enter into phase 2, once you're promoted to phase 2, I'll then submit a community service application, and our community service liaison will then reach out to you and find someone. So you're a little ahead, we're not at that step yet.
Okay.
Okay. Have you been going to your testing, Ms. Green?
Into my what?
Testing, screening.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
All right. Very good. Very good. I really need her to get connected to services. So Ms. Taylor, if you could, and let the provider know when they're having issues. I understand we're still in the pandemic, but they have to let us know and we'll decide, do we want to wait? If there's an alternative service or if we want to do something different. So they owe us that courtesy. We don't know if they don't tell us. All right, very good. All right, Ms. Green, you have any questions for the court today?
No, ma'am.
No questions? All right, Ms. Taylor, what do you have on Ms. Green? I'm glad she joined us.
Nothing in addition. I will follow up about that service provider. And other than that, Ms. Green will return to court on March 9th, 2022 at 8:35 a.m.
All right, very good. Did you get that, Ms. Green?
Yes, I do.
All right, please make sure that you connect with Miss Taylor today, okay?
I sure will.
All right, very good. Well, I hope to see you smile next time.
Yes, ma'am.
All right. Take care, Ms. Green.
You too, Judge.
All right, thank you. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
All right. Do I have an attorney? Where are the attorneys?
They're in the breakout rooms, Your Honor.
All right, can we let someone know that I'm ready to call cases? Because I'm breaking at 12:30, and then they'll have to come back at 1:35. So you're waiting on the conference room. Let's let them know they're not gonna be in there for 20 years.
Hello?
Yes, ma'am. Please stay muted.
Zero 4537001 and 21044373301. Mr. Davis' matter will be adjourned to March 28th, 2022, and that will be at 8:35 a.m. and he'll be brought into the courthouse. Is that correct? If he's still at the Wayne County Jail? Correct. All right. Thank you. Okay, give me a second. $12:30 to 1:30 today, without exception. I'm not running over. I'm not going to be late for my appointment. So are we ready on anything? Attorneys? Do we have any of the defense attorneys in the courtroom? Mr. Rosenthal? I don't see them. Maybe they're still in breakout rooms.
I believe so, Your Honor. I believe they're still in breakout rooms. Last time I checked, we should be good on all the A's. I guess we're just waiting on some resolutions, Your Honor, but we should be good.
All right, wonderful. If you have some cases that I can start checking off and putting in your notes, I will do just that.
I'm working on quite a few, but there
We
are
do
some-
have a lot today.
Pardon me?
We have a lot today.
Mhm.
All right.
Yes, ma'am.
Mr. Fikens, let me know when you all are ready. As I indicated earlier, I'm breaking today at 12:30.
Judge, we're ready on Mr. Corcoran and the gentleman, Mr. Allen, who is in the courtroom.
All right, wonderful. Let's do it. Let's do Mr. Allen in the courtroom. Please come forward, sir. I have the following case number SP 120-01371. Mr. Allen, state your full name, please.
John Walter Allen II.
Thank you and good morning to you, sir.
Good morning.
All right, Mr. Fikens, how are we proceeding?
Judge, thank you for letting me have the opportunity to speak to my client. After discussing with him, Judge, the charge is allowing an unlicensed driver to drive. We could not establish any factual basis for any plea, Your Honor, so we'd be seeking a bench trial date at this time.
All right, please establish for the record your client understands his constitutional rights to a jury trial, and that he is waiving those rights and agreeing to do a bench trial.
Yes, and Judge, I'll just parenthetically state, if I might, that because Mr. Rosenthal is online, this is Mr. Allen was not at the scene. He got this ticket in the mail. It's allowing unlicensed driver to drive. But having said that, Judge, sir, you understand that in this matter, you have a right to a jury trial, correct?
Yes.
Yes?
I understand.
And you wish to waive that
yes.
right? Thank you, Judge. And you wish to waive that right and have this matter heard, if it's going to be heard at all, by the court, correct?
Correct.
And you're making this decision freely and voluntarily, correct?
Correct.
I'm satisfied, Your Honor.
I'm satisfied as well. I'm scheduling the matter for a bench trial, which will take place on March 18th, 2022 at 1:30 p.m. If you don't have Zoom capabilities, you will have to come into the courthouse, okay?
Okay, 1:30 you said?
Yes, sir, on the 18th of March. Thank you so much, sir.
That's it?
Miss Matt, are you giving your paperwork? I can. All right, wonderful. You get your paperwork and then you'll be able to leave. Thank you.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Let's go to Mr. Corcoran. Now, his last name does not begin with the letter A. Mr. Fikens?
Yes, and Judge, if I might, I believe he was sent to another courtroom. They sent him back, I think, because there was a plea taken by yourself. This matter has been adjudicated. He did pay the matter off. It appears to be closed, Judge, and rather than send him around, I know this court never wants people to be sent around unnecessarily, Your Honor. If we could, I would ask that this matter be handled by the court.
All right, you said your client has paid in full?
He has, Your Honor, and he also has posted a $500 bond on top of his payment.
Okay, very good. Let me call the case. I have case number U45097718. Sir, please state your full name. Okay, unmute for me.
He's a corporation, Judge.
Thank you. All right, Mr. Fikens, your client has paid in full. He was assessed $375 and he did not pay. And so that's why a warrant was issued with the bond of $500 cash because he didn't keep his word. This was also pursuant to a delayed sentence. And so, counsel,
Yes.
you said your client paid the $375 and the $500?
Yes, Judge. He has still outstanding is a $500 bond. The balance is zero at this time. And
All right. I am going to go ahead and honor the delayed sentence, even though your client didn't do what he was supposed to do. I'm going to dismiss the matter without prejudice. However, he's going to have to pay all of his warrant costs and all of those things. Okay?
Yes, Judge, whatever needs to be paid. And we'd ask that be taken out of the bond, and anything that, and there should be a leftover be sent back to him by mail.
All right. And then anything left over will be refunded. Thank you. Thank you, sir, for your patience. Have a good day.
Can I speak?
You just got your case dismissed. What you want to say? Something nice, right?
No, it is something nice. I'm not, nothing mean. When I left your courtroom in 2019, I did go downstairs and pay $100. A few days later, I mailed in the rest of the payment. I was told when I went back to work to go get a new card that I hadn't made that payment. I cannot find the receipt, so I repaid the ticket so that I could expedite getting a new card. But I had paid it. It's just that they couldn't find the rest of the balance that I paid.
Okay, and so if you paid it, how did you pay it?
I paid it by money order, but I can't find the receipt, the second part. But they did get the first $100. I've got a receipt for
Right,
that.
so I want you to get your refund for that extra payment because clearly it didn't post to your account, which means we didn't receive it.
I understand that. I understand that.
So
I just
you
was
have to go
hoping that I
back to the
wasn't gonna.
place where you got that money order and get your refund. But I understand you just want me to know that you didn't just not pay.
I don't want to be penalized, and I know I paid it, but I just can't prove about the second part of the money.
Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm gonna take your word for it, Mr. Corporon. And I'm going to, Mr. Ficus, I'm gonna waive the warrant costs and all penalties.
Thank you, Judge.
And then I'll indicate that his valid bond is to be reimbursed.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you, Judge.
Okay,
Thank you,
Thank you very much, Your Honor.
all right, very good. Thank you, sir. Take care of yourself.
You too.
All right, thank you. All right, Mr. Ficus, do you have anybody else that's ready?
I do not, Judge. I have not spoken to anybody else. I see that there's some other people in the courtroom. Annetta Alexander and Markella Allen, but I did not speak to them, Judge, so I don't know if someone else has or.
I don't know. I don't know where the other attorneys are.
Hello?
Markella Allen, Judge,
Yes.
if I may speak to her, have you spoken to an attorney?
No.
Okay. I would like to go into a breakout room with her, Your Honor. Are you scheduled for today, ma'am?
Yes.
I would ask if Miss Wilson could send me and Miss Allen into a breakout room.
Can I leave now? Or?
Yes, sir.
All right, thank you. Thank you very much.
This would happen at a bad time.
What you got, right? Mute yourself, Miss Allen.
You're not right. Mr. Fikens, can you go back into breakout room number 2?
Yes, you can send Annette Alexander back there too. I don't know who that person is, but let's talk
Okay.
to them. Thank you.
Miss Allen, please accept this invite. I sent you an invite for 4 previously.
Okay, ma'am, where do I accept this invite?
Hold on, it's coming. Thank you.
Oops.
Hello there.
Hi, hello.
You're Miss Allen?
Yes.
Okay, they haven't sent you into a breakout room yet.
Miss Matt,
I'm sorry.
here you go. I've signed off on these. Okay. So I'm gonna get these back to you. And then I still have more, right?
Yeah.
He has it, Mr. Pfeiffer.
I'm sorry, Miss Wilson, is she back?
Yeah, she's in two. Breakout room number 2.
Alright. They can take all day for them, so I'm leaving for right. If you all have people ready, please let me know, because I'm leaving out to be on my 12:30 meeting. And then I'll be back at 1:35, so. Am I muted? No. Okay. It's time.
Really? That's how you gonna do it?
That was funny. I'm like, okay, is everybody crazy this morning? Y'all just gonna ignore me?
No.
Like, what is going on? I mean, oh, everybody in contempt? You are needed.
It should show on the screen.
And see, I have a different screen from you all though. The one on my desk. Mr. Barton, we have nothing that's ready to go.
Yes, Your Honor, we do have some items ready to go. I'm sorry, I didn't want to interrupt. I didn't know what, I
Oh,
just,
I see you didn't hear me say if y'all have something ready to go, please tell me.
And I was just gonna ask, Your Honor, we have a trial this Friday that I need to ask for an adjournment on for good cause. I don't know if you want me to do that today or if you want me to do it
No,
Friday, Your Honor.
You can do it on Friday. Yes,
Okay.
I got that message, but we'll do it on the record on Friday.
Thank you, Your Honor.
yes, Your Honor, I have
Okay.
Mr. Anetta that's ready, and I have 2 individuals in one of the breakout rooms I can pull out, if I can tell Ms.
Well,
Wilson.
everybody out the breakout room that's ready, sir. So when we start rolling, we are rolling.
All right, let me run in and I'll hop out in 2 seconds, Your Honor.
Then everybody gonna want to hurry up and crunch, and it's time for me to leave, but I'm not doing it today. Mm-mm.
Sure, you want me to turn it on mute?
It's not in me.
Okay, Your Honor, we are ready when you are ready. There's still some individuals that Mr. Griffin is dealing with, but we're ready for these individuals.
Let me get this back to you. All righty. And then there you go. All right, who are we ready on? Who do you have up first, Mr.?
First, we have Mr.
Listen, let me
Alexander.
just say this again for the fourth time. I'm leaving at 12:25 to go to my chambers for my 12:30 meeting. I'm not gonna rush. I'm not gonna stay till 12:28. I'm not gonna do that. So let's do it. Who do we have up next?
We have
Who do we have up first?
Mr. Alexander Anetta. He's going to come into camera, Your Honor, and unmute himself.
Can you hear me guys all right?
Yep.
Yes, thank you. Thank you. I have the following matter. Okay. I have case number U-597-13421. Mr. Anetta, please state your full name for the record.
Alexander Joel Anetta.
Thank you, counsel. How are we proceeding?
Thank you, Your Honor. The people have made an offer to Mr. Anetta. He would like to avail himself of it, of a 9-month delayed sentence.
All right, counsel. I see the charge that your client has been charged with. As a part of his sentencing today, he would be placed on probation. He must drug screen on today. Is your client prepared to do that on today?
Mr. Anetta, can you say that on record, sir?
I'm not actually sure that I can make it today. I don't have a vehicle and I haven't been working.
Okay, I'm not gonna be able to take his plea. He's gonna have to come down to the court and then we'll process him from there. He's gotta go test today, bottom line.
Understood, Your Honor. Mr. Anetta, you heard that?
Yes.
All right.
Sir, you need to go and test.
Okay. All right.
Sir?
Yeah.
You need to go and test today, and we will make sure that you're able to test whether you have money or not.
Okay.
Okay? Do you live in the Metro Detroit area?
And Royal Oak.
Okay, yes. You'll be able to go and test on today, okay?
Okay.
All right. Now, counsel, I hope you explained to him 9 months of probation. He's gonna be testing on a regular basis.
We did, Your Honor. We went over the fact, actually, APA Rosenthal was offering for a drug court as well. So Mr. Anetta took the option. He had either or, the drug court or the 9-month. And I explained to him that there would be testing during that 9-month. And if he didn't feel confident, that he should definitely take the drug court, because that would offer more support for someone that
yes
have an issue. So he was clear he'd like to take the 9 months, Your Honor. I supported him on that if that's what he believed, and that's
Okay.
what we are.
All right.
So, Mr.
All right,
Anetta,
very
you
good.
And make that testing happen, sir. You can call the court. Which that number, we can put that in the chat. You can call the court if you need any direction. Okay?
Okay.
All right. Thank you, sir. Your Honor, we're ready on Mr. Mohammed Al-Numair whenever.
No, I thought you were gonna, if he's gonna test, I'm gonna do his plea today.
Oh, you are gonna, oh, I'm sorry, Your
Yes.
Honor. I didn't know if you
Yes.
were. I apologize.
Come on, Mr. Anetta, please raise your right hand for me.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Do you swear or affirm that the testimony you're about to give will be the truth and nothing but the truth. So help you God.
I do.
Thank you. You may place your hand down. Mr. Barton, you may proceed as to constitutional rights.
Thank you, Your Honor. Mr. Netta, you are clear that by taking the plea today, excuse me, you be giving up your right to a trial, whether by jury or by bench, correct?
I do.
You understand you be giving up your right to have a witness testify for or against you, and you also be giving up your right to an appeal, should you want one, correct?
I do.
And you understand that taking a plea today, any fees or fines will be due at the time of assessment, which is today, correct?
I do ask that I could have an extended, I haven't been working. I don't have any money to actually pay for anything.
Understood, sir. But just to be clear, and I can't ask for that, but you do understand that the fee would be due today, and we would just ask Your Honor for, okay, understood. May I proceed to factual basis, Your Honor?
Yes, you may.
Thank you, Your Honor. Mr. Nett, I'm going to ask, on the date involving ticket number U597-13421, were you in fact in the city of Detroit, County of Wayne?
Yes.
Were you accosted by an officer?
Yes.
And at that time, did you in fact commit a drug violation that the officer then in turn ticketed or arrested you for?
I was in a known drug house that got raided.
And were you in fact arrested or ticketed, sir?
Yes.
Thank you. Would that satisfy the court, Your Honor?
Yes, I'm satisfied. I'm accepting your plea of guilty. And you indicated, is it a 9-month delayed sentence or it's just 9 months on probation?
It's a 9-month delayed sentence if APA Rosenthal would confirm.
Yes, Your Honor, that is a delayed sentence with the conditions imposed by you, Your Honor.
Correct.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Can you let Ms. Grimmage know that I have a case that I need her to get on for because he has to test on today? All right. So I'm sentencing as follows, and I did write this up for you already, Ms. Mack. I'm sentencing as follows. The cost for today will be, there'll be probation costs assessed. Those costs will be assessed through probation. The fine on today is going to be $200.
Thank you.
I'm also establishing the terms and conditions of probation, and they are as follows. Defendant must screen on today without excuse, without exception. Today is February 23rd, 2022. Ms. Grimmage or someone from probation will come on to tell him where he needs to go to screen, but he must screen on today. Failure to do so is in violation of this court's order, and it will result in time at the Wayne County Jail. He's going to be on a 9-month probation. Ms. Jasmine Brimmage will serve as his probation officer. He must test a minimum of 2 times weekly random, and those results must be reported to his probation officer. He must also attend a Narcotics Anonymous class a minimum of 2 times weekly and provide proof of that information. Those classes are offered everywhere, including virtually. He must also undergo a drug assessment that will be done by Ms. Jasmine Brimmage. That will be our needs plus. And so he has to undergo that assessment. He must also review with the court bi-weekly. I'll see him every 2 weeks, Mr. Barton. His next review date is going to be March 9th, 2022 at 9:30 a.m. I will give him time to pay his fine. He's on a 9-month probation. We'll work out that time once he is in compliance. Okay. And so I need you to call the courtroom, Mr. Annetta, so that we can connect you to your probation officer, okay?
Okay.
Let me give you the courtroom number. It should be in the chat, but I'll give it to you again. It's 313-965-2280. 313-965-2280. Please call that number immediately so that you can get squared away and get tested on today. Okay?
That was 985.
No, sir. 965. Okay, somebody's phone keeps going off.
965.
965-2280.
Thank you.
All right. Thank you, sir.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you. I have for counsel Dallo. Did we ever get a court date, a jury trial date?
Yes, ma'am. The final pre-trial is gonna be July 15th, and the jury trial is gonna start on July the 19th.
2022, and then July 19th, 2000. Okay, counsel, we were able, thank you so much for your patience. I'm recalling your case. I indicated to the sign language interpreter that your client did not need to come back on.
Okay.
Because you would work through the sister to make sure he has the dates. But the case is U60358521 for Mr. Laith Atu. Counsel, I have the following information for a jury trial in person. I'm sorry, you said the date is February, or what month did you give?
July 15th.
July, I wrote down February. Okay, I'm like, how are we doing this?
And then if
July
I may, Your
19th.
Honor, that's not going to conflict with the other schedule we have for the 19th for the other jury trial.
I'm taking the dates that they give me,
Okay,
and we'll
okay.
work it on. Yes,
Well,
I have to take the dates that they give me.
I can say right
Thank you,
now,
Your Honor.
I can tell you right now that I have a pre-planned time out of town from the 15th all the way through the 22nd.
Okay, we'll have to call back, and you're gonna have to wait till we get us a date, okay?
No problem. Thank you.
All right, counsel, then I'll recall it. Thank you. All right. I feel sorry for all these people that are in the court, because I'm breaking at 12:25. I'm so sorry. I apologize in advance, but I've given ample time to get this done. Let's go. Who do we have up next?
There's a Loretta Ackridge. She's been on since 8:30. It is a dismissal judge. I'm just going to try to pull my way in if I could, Your Honor.
Ackridge, yes, sir. Let's get all of the dismissals done. People with dismissals should not have to come back. All right, I have the following for Ms. Ackridge. Case number SP 1223404, counts 1 and 2. Mr. Fikens, let me have your client place your name on the record for me, ma'am.
Loretta Ackridge.
Okay, I also have a count 3. Thank you, ma'am. Mr. Fikens, how are we
Okay.
proceeding?
As to all matters, Your Honor, there's a recommendation to dismiss. We join in that recommendation, stipulate to probable cause.
Thank you. I'm following the recommendation. All 3 matters are dismissed without prejudice. Thank you so much for your patience this
Thank you,
morning.
ma'am. Thank you. Your
All
Honor.
right, very good. Do we have any other matters that are going to be dismissed?
Yes, Your Honor. I have a Mohammed Al-Numair.
All right, let's pull that case. Give me a second. Last name again?
Alnmer, Al-Numair. Mohammed. It's on the page 2 of the.
Yes, we have it. I have case number U594-79021. It's Alnmer. Yes. Thank you, counsel. Let's have your client place his name on the record, Mr. Al-Numair.
Mohammed Al-Numair.
Thank you, sir. Attorney Barton, how are we proceeding?
Yes, Your Honor. As per the recommendation for the APA, he had to provide documents. He has provided those to me as an officer of the court. I provided those to APA Rosenthal, and he's making a motion to dismiss, Your Honor. We would join in that and stipulate to probable cause.
Thank you. I'm following the recommendation, and the matter is dismissed without prejudice. Thank you so much, sir.
Your Honor.
Thank you.
Do we have any other dismissals? Any other dismissals?
No, Your Honor.
All right.
Your
Who
Honor.
do we have? Attorney Griffin?
No, I was saying, no, we do have, I don't see my clients on here, but they
they'll have to just log back in later. I don't see them on here.
Are they in breakout rooms? I want to get the dismissal. People should not have to come back.
They're not
if
in breakout.
not-
They're not in breakout rooms, Your Honor, and I'm sending them text messages directly to their phones.
Okay. We're ready on
All right.
Mohammed Abdul Sader, Your Honor. Abdul Sader, ABD.
Yes. I have case number SP 122-25611. Mr. Abdul Sader, please state your full name for the record.
Mohammed Abdul Sater.
Thank you, sir. Attorney Barton, this is the date and time scheduled for arraignment.
Yes, Your Honor. My client will stand mute, waive any formal reading of the charges, as you enter a not guilty plea. There's also a offer made by the people to amend the charge to improper plates. He would like to avail himself of that offer, Your Honor.
Thank you, sir. Please raise your right hand. Do you swear or affirm that the testimony you're about to give will be the truth and nothing but the truth? So help you God.
Yes.
Thank you. You may place your hand down. You may proceed, Attorney Barton.
Thank you. Mr. Abdul Sader, I'm going to ask, are you aware that by taking a plea today, you'd be giving up certain rights? For example, a right to have a trial by either jury or a bench trial in front of the judge?
Yes.
And you're aware that by taking a plea today, you also give up your right to have witnesses testify for or against you in that trial, correct?
Yes.
And you also are aware that you'd be giving up your right to an appeal should you want to appeal later, and also that any fees and fines are due at the time of assessment, which is today, right?
Yes. Yes.
All right. Thank you. Your Honor, may I move to the factual basis?
Yes, you may.
Thank you. Okay, Mr. Abdul Sader, on the date involving ticket number SP 1222561, were you in fact in the city of Detroit County of Wayne, driving in the city of Detroit County of Wayne?
Yes.
And at that time, did you fail to have proper plates, or rather have improper plates on the vehicle you were driving?
Yes.
And you were in fact ticketed for that offense, correct?
Yes, correct.
All right, thank you. Will that satisfy the court, Your Honor?
I'm satisfied. I'm accepting the plea. I'm amending the charge to improper plates. I am assessing the costs at $195. The fine will be $25. Sir, how much time do you need to pay it?
I can pay anytime, like online. I can pay online.
Yes, sir, you can. And so what I'll do is I will adjourn this for payment for Friday, get it paid today, if at all possible. And I'll adjourn it for February 25th, 2022 at 10:30 a.m. As long as you get it paid, you don't have to return to court. We will close it out. If for some reason you don't get it paid, please return, okay?
Okay.
On Friday. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
All right, who do we have up next?
I have a Miss Markella Allen. She is adjourned to pay, Judge. She's requesting more time. If you want to take that.
All
matter.
right. Thank you. Yes, sir. I'm calling case number SP 461-0631 and case number 144-653-501. Miss Allen, state your full name, please.
Markella Allen.
All right, Miss Allen, you're not able to make your payment on time today?
No, ma'am.
How much time do you need to get it paid?
Just give me a month. I should have a job by then.
All right, I'm going to give you just a month. All right. Ma'am, let me see. Where's my calendar? Here we go. All right, I'm going to give you until, get it paid by March 31st.
March 31st?
2000. Yes, ma'am. March 31st, 2022. I'll put you on my docket for 10:30 a.m., okay?
Text me. Yes, ma'am. I'm sorry. Okay, March 31st. What time?
Come on, ma'am. 10:30.
10:30. Okay.
Yes, ma'am. All right. Take care.
Okay. Thank you. You too.
And Judge,
All right. You're very welcome.
You too.
I'm sorry.
The other ticket judge has always been sort of tagging along that we're going to deal with it when she makes final payment on the first ticket as to what will happen. So I'm just saying that ticket's, that second ticket's gonna follow, Judge. Or ask
Okay.
if the second ticket follows.
All right, that's fine. Did you hear that, Miss Mack? Her second ticket will follow.
Yes.
Oh, I didn't do anything on that file. You just put it up here. Was that?
That was her.
I didn't do anything on it.
Oh. Okay.
I'm just adjourning. You can do it. I'm just adjourning her
Okay.
until
Yeah.
the 31st.
Yeah.
All right, very good.
Thank you. Thank you. Adam.
Let's keep going. Who do we have up next?
Your Honor, it's my understanding we have a last name AZIZ. I'm doing all the bench, the ones that are just continuing their not guilty pleas first.
Yes, let's do those as well. Thank you. I have the following. I have case number. Oh, wait a minute. What's the first name? Because I have two people with that last name.
It should be
BADRI.
BADRI.
I have it. Yes, I have it. U5949812 and U5948221. Sir, please state your full name for me.
My name is Badri Namo Aziz.
Thank you, sir. All right, how are we proceeding?
Your Honor,
Counsel?
Your Honor, it's my understanding that my client wants to continue his not guilty plea. He understands the difference between a bench trial and jury trial, and I can voir dire him as to that, Your Honor, but he wants to set it for a bench trial.
All right, please do so.
Yes, Your Honor. Sir, you understand you have a right to a jury trial or a bench trial in this matter. You understand that?
Yes, sir.
And we talked about it privately, but also you understand that a bench trial, 6 people would decide if you're guilty or innocent versus, a jury trial, 6 people would decide if you're guilty or innocent versus a judge. For a bench trial, 1 person would decide if you're guilty or innocent. You understand that?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, and it is and you would like to waive, you're saying that you would like to waive your right to a jury trial and set this matter for a bench trial?
Yes.
And you understand you can't come back later and say that you want a bench trial, a jury trial later. You understand that?
Yes, sir.
Is court satisfied, Your Honor?
I'm satisfied. I'm scheduling the matter for a bench trial, which will take place on March 25th, 2022, and that will be at 1:30 p.m.
Yes, Your Honor.
Anything else for my consideration?
No, Your Honor.
All right, thank you. Thank you, sir. Thank you for your patience today.
Thank you, Your Honor. I appreciate it.
All right, who do we have up next?
Your Honor, we have Brandon Abdullah next.
All right. I'm ready. I have the following. Case number SP 114-3566, counts 1 and 2. Sir, please state your full name for the record.
Brandon Abdullah.
Thank you. How are we proceeding, counsel?
It's my understanding my client wants to continue his not guilty plea and set the matter for a bench trial. When the court is ready, I would like to voir dire my client, Your Honor.
You may proceed.
Sir, you understand you have a right to a jury trial?
Yes.
You understand if you waive your right to a jury trial now, you cannot come back later and say that you want a jury trial.
Yes.
Do you want to waive your right to a jury trial?
Yes.
Do you want to set this matter for a bench trial where only the judge would decide if you're guilty or innocent?
Yes.
Okay, Your Honor, is the court satisfied?
I'm satisfied. I've entered a not guilty plea for your client, and I've scheduled the matter for a bench trial, which will take place on March 25th, 2022 at 1:30 p.m. Thank you, sir.
Thank you, Your Honor.
All right, who do we have up next?
We have a Malik Ali. Should be page 2 in the middle.
Okay, thank you. I have case number SP 122-99211. Mr. Ali, please state your full name.
Malik Ali.
Okay, thank you, sir. How are we proceeding today, counsel?
Your Honor, my client wants to continue his not guilty plea and set this matter for a bench trial. And when the court is ready, I would like to voir dire my client.
You may proceed.
Sir, do you understand that you have a right to a jury trial in this matter?
Yes,
Do you understand that if you give up your right to a jury trial, you cannot come back later and say that you want one?
yes,
Is it your intention to give up your right to a jury trial and set this for a bench trial where only the judge will decide if you're guilty or innocent?
it is.
Okay. And do you understand all the rights related to having a jury trial or a bench trial?
Indeed, I do.
Okay. Your Honor, is the court satisfied?
I'm satisfied. I am entering a not guilty plea on behalf of, continuing a not guilty plea on behalf of your client. The matter will be scheduled for a bench trial March 25th, 2022 at 1:30 p.m. Anything else for my consideration?
No, Your Honor.
All right, thank you. Thank you for your patience, sir.
Indeed.
All right, who do we have up next?
We have a Anderson, last name Anderson, first name Najee.
Yes.
Spell the last name one more time.
Sorry, last name, yeah, last name is Anderson. The first name is Najee.
Okay, got it. I have the following for Mr. Anderson, SB 118-7780-3, case number SB 120-51823, and SB 120-51822. Mr. Anderson, state your full name for me, please.
Najee Anderson.
Thank
you. Counsel, how are we proceeding?
Your Honor, we're proceeding. My client wants to avail himself of the recommendation made by the prosecutor, but I just want to make sure it should be a case ending in 803. Do you have that? I have that on the docket. I just want to make sure that that's the same number that you stated on the record.
I'm showing Mr. Anderson has about 6. Yeah, he has like 6 matters. I only read 3, I think, into the record.
Okay, well, Your Honor,
There
are 3 that I saw on the docket, but there were 6 on the recommendation. So we're
is
ready
your
to,
client taking advantage of the recommendation? What is he doing?
the recommendation is the same. The ones that are on
Griffin, is your client pleading today or is he getting a date?
Oh, he's pleading today, Your Honor.
All right, so this is what I have in the file. I have P118-7780, counts 1, 2, and 3. I also have P120-5182, counts 1, 2, and 3. Are those the matters that you have on the agreement?
I do, Your Honor.
Recommendation?
I do, but we still need to bring one thing to the court's attention. 3 of those matters should be in default, and they were already paid. And so I got a revised recommendation that only includes 803, 822, and 823.
Yes, Your Honor. After speaking with Attorney Griffin and confirming the payment of those 3 civil infractions, we're just going with the one count of SP 120-51823, and that'll be amended to passenger, Your Honor.
All right, and so what about with respect to these other misdemeanors? There are 2 other misdemeanors, 3 other misdemeanors.
Yes, Your Honor. The offer incorporates, well, the amended offer will incorporate those 2 as dismissals, Your Honor, if the plea to passenger.
3, there are 3. You dismissing all 3?
2, Your Honor. So I'm gonna dismiss on the no ops and the registration, and on the open alcohol driver, I'm amending to open alcohol passenger. So dismiss 2, Your Honor, and amend 1.
All right. I'm sorry, you all. Court is in recess. I'll be back at 1:35. Thank you.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you, Your Honor. 135. See you at 135, Attorney Griffin.
Yeah, mute me, please.
Not a problem. So, gentlemen, just please show back up. Like I said, about 1:30, a little bit before the judge should arrive.
Mr. Griffin, does that take care of everybody then? I see Mr. Najee Anderson and Jacoby Alwood. Is that?
It
Do we have anybody
does. But I'm actually going to continue working on one matter.
Okay.
Because it looks like he has some outstanding matters. So Attorney Rosenthal, I'm not sure if you're there. But everybody else, all the ones that I've worked with, they're all ready. We just need to put some on the record.
Okay, so we have two outstanding. Mr. Barton?
Is
you
there
good?
anybody else in any other breakout rooms? Or are
I
we-
don't think so.
No. That should be it. So it should be Anderson and it should be Allwood.
Okay. Brother Fikes, if you want, I can tune in at 1:30 and just.
That's fine if you want to. We have some orientation or training at 2:00 anyway, so I don't mind coming back at 1:30. So it doesn't matter.
Even better. All right, I might follow that.
You certainly don't, you're more than, I mean,